What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Off the Mats Podcast. The episode that you're about to listen to is actually one that's been kind of sitting in the can for a few months now. Myself, Brian, and Steve, who are all previous guests of the podcast, we got together back in March following my birthday, and we did our very own version of a Hot Ones challenge. We got together 10 different hot sauces. Well, Brian got together 10 different hot sauces. And we sat with some Chick-fil-A nuggets and we tested them out and see which one was going to mess us up the most. So basically, everything that you're going to hear in this episode is going to sound a little bit dated because, again, it's August right now and this was taken back in March. So unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about that with the editing. So go ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Fuck you, Dante.
I'm not doing the intro. Fuck y'all.
Oh, are you ready?
Yeah, it's on. I mean,
Does anyone want another glass board?
no, not at all. We gotta.
I'm gonna get halfway. I'm gonna get to the Mexican ones in the middle, and then I'm gonna do the tequila again.
I'm gonna drink
Are you gonna introduce
beer
us? What are we doing?
and alcohol. So there's that. All right. So what are we doing?
I feel like we need to introduce what we're gonna do today for your birthday.
You got a microphone?
All right, I'll do it today. So I'm back again.
It's Brian.
It's Brian. I was here last time. We had a great time with the flavored tequila. For Dante's birthday, I said we got to do something crazy, and I was like, I love those hot one, the first we eat challenges on YouTube. I absolutely think they're great. I was like, we need to do one of those and come back and do another podcast, get some beers, get a bunch of hot sauces. So I spent the last week and a half, 2 weeks, purchasing about 12 different times of hot sauces. We got the bomb in here. We got Dave's Total Insanity. We got Colon Cleaner. We got Zombie Apocalypse. We got some crazy ones in here. I got one from the Caribbean that you can't even find online because you could only purchase it. My parents got it from me years ago. Caribbean jerk, really, Scotch bonnet peppers. So we're gonna try them. We decided to mix it up, make it easy. We got computers here, so we got a Chick-fil-A order. We got our nuggets, and we're gonna start, going to town. And we're gonna start off light here. So I got Scoville units for most of them. If you guys know what Scoville units are. So the way I thought we'd do it, since it's Dante's birthday, is I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take it, and then I'm going to start asking Dante questions. I got some, different ranges of kind of craziness, and we'll see how it goes. So first, we're going to do the good old Crystal hot sauce, Louisiana hot sauce. I'm sure you guys are quite familiar with this one.
All right.
This is your regular just chicken wing sauce here. Whoops.
This is my favorite hot sauce.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite anything. You know what?
This is the easy one, man. This is the simple one. I'm just gonna take mine. I'll put a little of that one. Yeah, good.
Basic hot sauce.
It's just basic. It's just basic. Get some butter. You got some buffalo hot sauce there.
Careful with the
Red pepper.
chewing into the microphone, because I don't care about people chewing.
Yeah, I was gonna
I know
turn back.
other people hate people chewing.
All right, that was nothing.
Yeah, that was the easy one. All right, you want a question, or do we just go into the one that's a little bit hotter?
Let's go next one.
All right, so the next one actually comes from Texas. So a friend of mine got me this. She knows I'm big into barbecuing, briskets, that kind of stuff. So this is Stubbs Wicked Chicken Wing Sauce, and this is the Inferno. So this one's a little bit different. Again, it's one of those ones that it kind of catches up on you. It's a little crazy that way, but I think it's a pretty good one. And I got a question for you on this one. There you go.
A big one. Should we rate how hot it is?
It's in order. It should get worse as we go.
As long as there's nothing weird, I don't think I'm going to edit this. Unless something funky happens with the sound.
This one tastes like pepper to me.
Yeah, it's more black
It smells
pepper, right?
like it as I'm pulling it closer.
Black pepper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, and it hits you like, bam, that black pepper on the back end. All right, Dante, first question. I want to know, tell me about the first time you were submitted in jiu-jitsu class, and what were you thinking?
The first time I was submitted.
And who did it?
That I honestly don't know because I got fucked up so much the first 2 weeks. It was like round robin. Just getting the shit kicked out of me from everyone. I mean, I've told it on here a few times. Why I stuck with jiu-jitsu is because when I went in for my trial, they had me work with mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And 14-year-old kid, just throwing me around. Like, treating me like a rag doll. And at that point, I was like, I gotta come back because I'm not living this down. I'm not letting a fucking kid beat me up. When he turned 18, he was about to go away for college. I got that last roll in. I didn't get my revenge, but we neutralized each other. We kind of both just sat there and 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, well, you didn't beat me, so that's what counts. But first submission, I honestly couldn't tell you, but I know those first couple weeks after that, I still had in my mind. I can't remember an early one. Frank choked me with my shirt.
With your shirt.
Because I didn't have a gi.
Yeah.
So I kept showing up without a gi. And I'm using him for grips. Like I'm pulling and climbing. I got grips on him. He pulled back my shirt around my neck, flung me down, and then cross choked me with my. And I was like, and I started really thinking about, should I be doing this? Because I wasn't embarrassed, but I was like, I don't know if this is the shit for me right now. I want to go back to basketball. Nobody was choking me with my shirt in basketball.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, mine was Dave Z. I don't know if you ever rolled with Dave Z. It was kind of like, let me do what I want. I was pretty athletic. And I remember the first time I stuck my head down, he loop choked me. And it just literally popped over. And I was like, I don't know what you just did, but that hurt like hell.
Now I know where it comes from.
Yeah, and it was one of those things that just stuck with me. And it's like, it was something that he would always try to hit. And it would be in the weirdest thing. Like, yeah, I'm finally winning one. I'm winning one. And all of a sudden, he would just go, bam. And I was like, ow, what happened? And it was always from the front. I'll never forget it. I was like, man, this guy's like half my size. I can't believe this. I'm more, I'm younger than him. I'm faster than him. And he just would, get me on it. So it was pretty crazy.
That's kind of how it was with you with loop choke, or is with you with loop chokes, because we think, all right, I got him. Pressure. But now I know it's like, if I see your hand moving, if your hand can move, you can choke me. Yeah. It was like, all right, if his hand's moving, let me just back up and move. Let me get away from him because he's about to choke me with my belt, which is tight. Are
you into this at all, the jiu-jitsu or
I
martial arts?
haven't done it. I'm eventually going to try.
I haven't brought him out yet.
I keep saying, come sign a waiver.
Oh,
it's just a simple come in for a trial. Come in on Sunday, actually. I go in Sunday morning with two other people who don't train. They train now, I guess, quote unquote. And we're just learning basic shit. Basic movement, learn what to do, what not to do, and then sweeps. So, not really anything too aggressive, except for when the guy tries to
choke you out, murder you.
Well, we'll try. We'll go live, and he'll try to armbar me. he tried to, because we're last 2 weeks ago. It was just me and him, and we scrambled.
Yeah, it's like straight up Caribbean.
We scrambled to our feet.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gone over takedowns with him. And I'm looking at him like, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and double leg this dude. And he grabs my sleeve, my lapel. Mm-hmm. And he's going for an Osotogari. So, I'm letting him walk it through because I'm like, I want to see where this goes. I've never showed him this. And, he did what all the little kids do. He's like cocked way back. And I'm like, okay, you're not. And then he falls. Yeah. So I'm just going to take the side control since you just gave it to me. Thanks, though. But, that's the only time that he gets aggressive when it's like, you're trying to do shit. Like, I saw it on YouTube. Like, don't do that.
Oh, no, that's the worst thing.
Don't do that.
All right, so we're going to jump into the third hot sauce here. Now, this one is called Caribbean hot sauce. My parents went to the British Virgin Islands and brought this back for me. And obviously, Scotch bonnet. It's got a little sweetness in it, got a little bit of heat. I've used it once or twice. You like it?
Yeah, I think it's very sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think I got enough on that.
We're not at the stage where you have to do just a little bit. You can go full. Yeah, it's nice. There's heat on the back end, but it starts off really, really sweet.
Well, I go because I don't really do spicy foods. That's why a little bit is a whole lot.
That's good. Yeah, I
didn't get anything.
It's one of those ones you can't buy. It's like literally it comes out of the Caribbean, so a lot of Scotch bonnet. But again, sweet and then heat at the end. That's kind of cool.
It's good.
I like that one. That was good. I can feel it though. I can feel like I'm warming up a little bit. It's that or the tequila, one of the two. All right, so next question. We're going to mix it up. We're going to go over towards the comic side of things. Because we're going to mix them up today. Which universe do you feel that Spider-Man belongs in the most? You can only pick one, but which one does he belong in the most?
As far as movies?
As far as just Spider-Man in general. It could be movies, it could be comics. I mean, if you had to pick just one side, because it's kind of Marvel versus,
Well, because in comics, I mean, he's Marvel. I mean, it's just Marvel. In movies, based off of what has been done recently with him, more so because it's a larger collective, he fits in fine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Marvel Studios and Disney. And that's based off of, again, a bigger collective. Also, when you go back to that first run with Tobey Maguire, he was a good Peter Parker. He was a good nerd.
I liked him. I thought, for me, I liked him the best.
He convinced me that he was that nerd at school that you pick on.
Yeah.
He was kind of a weird Spider-Man, though. And then, Andrew Garfield, he was a very good Spider-Man. Great in the suit, but I didn't like him as Peter Parker because he was cool.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, going after the hottest chick in school.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not Peter Parker. Peter Parker is awkward. He's uncomfortable. And what I like about the new one is the awkward hits. Because I'm awkward. I know awkward when I see it. And when they're doing their awkward, I'm like, that's me. Mm-hmm. I do that weird shit too. So I like the newer one, but I think it's also a case of it's the newest one. So, of course.
But do you think the Spider-Man in the middle were less awkward, less believable versus what, quote, Spider-Man is supposed to be?
So, as Spider-Man, he was great. As Peter Parker, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Like, if his Peter Parker were more awkward,
mm-hmm.
I would, because I didn't hate what he did. I'm not terribly familiar with Andrew Garfield,
mm-hmm.
and I've gotten shit from people about that. It's like, oh, you know him from the Spider-Man, you don't know him from others? I was like, no, and I don't fucking care about him from other stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't follow actors for their life. Fuck their lives.
Yeah.
They're rich. Like, I don't care. Like, but if you do something that I like a movie I like, then, I'm going to watch that movie. So, like, I don't know that dude from anything but that. Mm-hmm. And what I saw him in, I didn't like. So, I wouldn't be interested. There's rumors that they're supposed to be coming back.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
There's also a spoiler through toys. That was pulled down really quickly, apparently, where Hot Toys, which is a company that they make very realistic dolls, for lack of a better term, because they have cloth goods. They have cloth goods, they're dolls. Plastic, that's a fucking action figure. Mm-hmm. But they put up a picture of the 3 Spider-Men mm-hmm. and put it down quick. So there's no talk about them being on set. Like, there are a lot of rumors. We haven't heard anything. So hopefully that's, a neat little surprise that they're going to throw at us in a trailer that, okay, maybe it's not going to happen. And we see it in the trailer, like, okay, cool, it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But I still don't like the dude. And I hope that that's the Spider-Man that they kill in the next one.
You're like, I hope he's gone.
Like, I hope I want it to be painful. Like, I want some shit to fall on his body and his head is still there. And he's like, oh.
So not like a Darth Maul cut in half, nice and clean. You want pain.
I want to see him crushed. And I want to see him saying, "Oh, it hurts so bad." And then I want Gwen Stacy to come back and fall again, die right in front of him, just to add insult.
Just for pain. Just for pain.
Yeah. I want that physical and emotional pain, and it could end right there. And I'm like, dude, it's a pretty fucking good movie. Buy that shit. I want bootleg tomorrow.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is only 3 hot sauces in and 1 shot of tequila. All right, so we're moving up now. So we're actually now that we're out of the kind of the basics. We had our Louisiana hot sauce, our Stubbs, our Caribbean. We're going into Mexican window. Now this was actually a 3-pack I got, and I liked it because they gave us the Scoville units. So this is kind of the baby one. This is 10,000 Scoville units. And again, if you guys don't know, that's kind of like the measuring of how hot something actually is. This is their, I guess, 7 Mares salsa. I haven't had this one before. It should be interesting. Like I said, we'll taste it and we'll kind of see what we do here.
Smells pretty inviting.
That's pretty bland. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like number 1 and 2.
I need to try it again. I didn't really taste it.
Yeah, like I feel like I didn't get much. Right? I feel the same way. Like
I taste it, but it's like.
Am I wrong? But it tasted like a salsa.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's called, but like. I don't know. Like I wouldn't even put a Scoville unit on it. Like I wouldn't quite say that this is I'm loading one of them up just to kind of. You want some more? You want to try this one?
No, let me see how much I can get here.
All right. I was gonna say, I just feel like
That one I taste more. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I could taste it and it was good, but it's like
It's kind of a more tomatoey taste.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say that one's quite hot. You know?
it's delicious. I'll give it to Sophie.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I like that one. It's good, but I wouldn't say it's hot. You know, I would have put that one at the bottom. I think, you know.
So we're still in the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Steve, do you need another beer?
I have a beer. Do I need another one?
Yeah, you should need another one.
All right, so I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna ask him a question now because you're doing all the talking.
Uh-oh.
And actually, you can both answer it. So I got.
Steve was on episode 7 and 7.5 back when I was trying to do split episodes. Where we talked for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah,
about,
80% got cut out.
I don't. Yeah, there's still an hour and a half.
So you're
shit.
Jared Leto. I'll just call you Jared Leto.
There's like an hour and a half of shit that I just don't feel like is
It wasn't
okay to
appropriate.
post. It was appropriate, but
Probably not.
just people's got feelings. So Steve is back as well. He's just over there, kind of hanging out quietly right now.
All right, so we're gonna jump this one up. This is another one of the Mexican Lindo ones, and we're going up to the Salsa Habanero. Now, the last one was 10,000 Scoville units. This is 78,000. So we're a couple into this one now. We're starting to get up into the, basically from now on, everything else is over 100,000. We get into a couple million actually. So, oops, pull the lid. I'm gonna give myself some here. I'm gonna pass it along. All right, so here's my question. So again, we start talking about comic books. We talk about BJJ, MMA. I'm gonna bring it back to a little bit of wrestling because people our age, we all watched wrestling when we were kids. I'm gonna give you a pair. You tell me who was better and why. All right, so you can go first. Hulk Hogan or the Ultimate Warrior?
Oh, man. It's weird is that I've recently watched videos of both, and I can't believe how bad they are from what I remember.
It's amazing, right? When we look
like,
back,
amazing.
I love that.
The Ultimate Warrior was so incredibly stiff.
Yeah, and
and I don't remember that as a kid of him looking so bad, but
Because it was the tassels that
I am impressed when he would press people over his head, even though they're doing that little cheat, doing a push up on top, kind of.
This one's got some heat. You can feel it a little bit on this one.
I felt that one kicked me in the face.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan's leg drop was pretty weak as a finishing move.
Yeah, yeah. You look back and you're like, wow, I thought that was real.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go. I liked Ultimate Warrior
kind of lingers,
overall
too,
better.
The after.
The aftertaste, right?
Trying to get to him.
All right, Dante, answer the same question.
Holy shit, that's aggressive.
That one's pretty weak.
And we're only halfway through. Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior? It's funny. I was thinking this was going to be easy, but now I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
So the thing is, being a fan though, like I'd start digging. It's like, what am I talking about? In-ring action, charisma. I mean, going back and watching, and actually my WWE Network subscription ends tomorrow. So I've actually been going back and watching a bunch of stuff. Based off of the initial charisma, everyone loves Hogan. When he flipped and went to the NWO,
That's a question. Don't go too far ahead.
I love him more, but he was still physically very stiff. I feel like stiffer than Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, they're both bad when you watch them now. Do you remember the match where they did the standoff, locking hands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep.
That was pretty
You got it
funny
on
when you watch it now. I remember as a kid thinking that was amazing.
Yeah. All right. So let me give you the next one then. Let me give you the next one. Demolition or Road Warriors?
Demolition was my favorite. That was actually my favorite.
I would say Demolition, Road Warriors. I mean, it's kind of the same type gimmick type thing. You know?
Yeah. For whatever reason, that was like my first tag team. I think it was the music, to be honest, of why I like Demolition.
Yeah. Dante?
I'm gonna let you know right now, Demolition was a bunch of bitches.
Nah, then when you see him now, when I was a kid.
But even when I was a kid, Road Warriors would have fucking wiped the mat.
I know, but it was Road Warriors were in the
WCW,
yeah.
But,
so I wasn't as familiar with them.
But they came over to
They
WWF
did.
eventually after Demolition was kind of out of the running.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved the Road Warriors, mainly because they were wearing football pads with spikes.
Right.
So that's what got me was like, and their finishing move, like I love that shit, like off the top rope, like going with the shoulder block and the fucking clothesline. I was like, that
Well, we used to mimic that in the backyard as kids.
Yep,
and
absolutely. Yeah,
my little brothers got the worst of it because they're small enough for us to put on the shoulders. Yep. They're small enough for us to see them actually flip.
Yeah.
Like we try to do that with someone bigger, they just fall. Do it with my little brothers. You see a full flip, and it's like yes. Like,
being a kid with Demolition, I didn't realize they were looking like Kiss at the time.
Right? No.
So then,
yeah,
when I
exactly.
found that out,
yeah.
that took kind of away from them. Like, oh, they're copying off Kiss.
Yeah, borrowed.
What took away from me, and this eventually once because they brought in Crush as the third.
Yeah.
And then later on, you see them under different gimmicks, and that got to me because
the Smash guy was a bunch of people.
He was Repo Man. He was
right.
that
He's
was
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think all of them might.
No, there's one. I think one's left.
Because I think Crush died as well.
I think both pairs have one left. That's what I think.
I think the Road Warriors are done.
No.
Well, so there are 2 Road Warriors, and then they brought in
there's the Japanese one, right? They went overseas, I thought.
So I'm just counting.
Yeah, because it actually went overseas. All right, so let me jump on. Here we go. So, D-Generation X or the NWO?
I liked NWO better.
I'm definitely. That's when I was in college. I was like, this is the best. This is the best ever I've seen it.
So I like the NWO at Bash at the Beach when Hulk Hogan came out.
Yeah, when he first did it,
and he flipped. That's the only time I liked them. I like DX more just because the antics were more just cartoonish and just I don't give a fuck. But then NWO got to a point because they got to a point where they were cussing on TV.
Yeah,
like at that third hour, Kevin Nash is up there calling people bitches and saying I don't give a shit and saying fuck, and it was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, they trying to win the ratings wars. But I'm gonna go with DX. Plus, I've always been a big Shawn Michaels fan. Like when he kicked Marty Jannetty through the fucking
the original. Yeah.
Like when I saw that shit, I was like, oh, this is gold. Fuck Marty Jannetty.
Mm-hmm.
So my heart's always with DX.
Oh, it's a hard one. Yeah,
it's hard, but because when you start to break it down, it's like NWO collectively, I think, early collectively was better until they started bringing in like all these other crazy characters into the group, and then the LWO and
the Wolfpack. I like the Wolfpack. I'm a big
Wolfpack.
Hall and Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. I'm a big fan. I gotta say those are my favorite.
But I do go back on the WWE Network and watch their old matches coming over from WWE.
Yeah.
Just because it's fascinating because I remember it didn't click to me back then what was what.
All right, so we're going to start pouring the next one. We're going to start pouring the Son of Zombie. Now, Son of Zombie is this is a Hot Ones straight up. I think this is like. Hold on, I got the thing right here. It's
This is a little bottle, so it looks more.
This
legit.
is 50. They give us a range. It's 50, which is less than the last one, up to 250 Scoville units. So some Zombie could sock us here pretty good. So as we're pouring, and again, I'm not dipping on the plate. These guys are dipping on the plate and pushing in. I'm actually dumping it right on the nuggets here. So here it's a dream match.
I am so dumb. I'm sitting here looking at the time like I can't find the time. Where's the time?
Look at this. Hot sauce, and you can't think anymore. All right, so this one's got the crazy.
This looks
lid.
like a mini.
Ooh.
Yeah, like little bottles. Those are the fucks that are fucking with you.
All right, let's see. Ooh, that's a big dab, but you know what? I'm good with it. I'll take it.
So is anyone hurting yet?
That last one I felt a little bit, but it's already gone, so that's what I'm thinking. So here's the dream match.
I'm still good.
You have the Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Sting and Ric Flair in their prime. Who wins that match?
Stone Cold. So
I like Stone Cold.
So we're going.
And I'm taking this as you guys do it.
All right.
Quite a lot on this one.
So when I go with Steve Austin, I'm going with Stone Cold Steve Austin or any version of Steve Austin.
I like this one. This one tastes like a smoky barbecue sauce.
It does, right? With a little bit of heat in the. I think there's supposed to be heat on the back end, but you're right. It's like a smoky barbecue with a little bit of a hit in the back. That's good.
I like that one.
That is very good.
That was one of the best tasting ones, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the back end now.
It's the back end. You get a little bit of heat on the back end.
Damn, this back end.
That was good. I like that one.
I like it.
That was the Son of Zombie. All right, so you're saying you guys are both going that direction?
I'm going to go with. So it was Undertaker and Stone Cold.
Yep.
versus Sting and Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Sting and Ric Flair in their primes.
Yeah, in their prime. So remember, if Ric
in the
Flair's there,
primes
the
of those
Four
days.
Horsemen are probably coming out to help.
Of course. And Sting always had Lex Luger. Now, the fucked up thing is, though, the Horsemen always jump Sting every so often, just to keep him honest. So that's why I'm going with them, because I just want to see Sting get jumped. It's always fun. Because, he thinks like, oh, yeah, these are my buddies. These are my buddies. It's like, why aren't they in front of me? And then they're behind him, and they start to stomping.
Mm-hmm.
God, man. I'm going to go ahead and re-up for another month. Just go back and watch some old Horseman footage.
I'm telling you. Yeah. That was good. I like that one. It's definitely lingering more than any of the other ones, but I think that flavor... Like I said, the last one, I could feel the heat, but then it was gone. This one, great flavor. Excuse me. Great. Now
that just caught me at the... I was about to say, the last one is still lingering. This one is gone. Then I was like...
No, this one lingers, but the flavor is really, really excellent on this one.
Yeah.
So guys, so this one, just so you guys know, is Torchbearer Sauces, the son of Zombie. All right, so the next one we're getting out is another one of the Mexican Lindo. This is Salsa Picante Negra. It is extra, extra, extra hot is what it says. So this one is 80,000 Scoville units, so about the same as what the last one was. I'm going to get a little bit of beer here.
So this is going to be extra, extra hot?
According to Mexican Lindo, yes. All right, so there was our WWE. So going back to that same time frame, I was thinking about another question about, what did I do as, growing up? Saturday morning cartoons were always, really, really big for me, right? Like, the kids don't have it now. I feel like the kids are robbed at this point that they don't have Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
So thinking about, what was my favorite? And I figured I would give you 3. And 2 of them are a little bit older. Man, I loaded that one up, too. So here's your options. You got to pick one, right? You have He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
You have Transformers. You have G.I. Joe. And you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which one are you picking?
Not going to pick one. It's definitely not He-Man. I went back and watched that shit recently. Fucking
He-Man's
horrible.
cut.
I don't know. I feel like He-Man, you can get pumped. Like, if you get into it. Like,
I
mean,
tried.
Snarf is such a pussy, and then all of a sudden, Snarf's a badass. Like, just like that,
He-Man is trash, so that's definitely out. I try to go back and watch.
I could throw Thundercats in, too. I'll throw Thundercats in also, if that helps. I mean, I feel like you were definitely a Panthro guy.
Definitely. The joke was always Panther was gray. Oh, gray and blue is cartoon black. That's all that is. It's like the Smurfs.
I was more going, he doesn't have a neck, and grappling you is like you have no neck. Like Tiger, the rest of them are really skinny.
Every time I looked at Panther, I was like, that might be one of my uncles. But if I'm picking out of that grouping, what's funny is collectively, I have
Let's put this in our mouth and you answer.
a friend base of Transformers collectors and lovers, and I'm just not crazy about Transformers like that. But I would probably say G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. Despite all
I don't think that
the...
was not hot either.
Yeah, let me see. Can I see this one again? Because that didn't taste much.
Yeah, I didn't get the heat on that one either.
I'm going to take it by myself so I don't run out of chicken nuggets.
Oh, we got like another 60 or something. We're
okay.
good.
I didn't really...
There's not really
I
much
couldn't...
on it.
No,
I
didn't
couldn't
taste
judge it.
Like I said, this one's supposed to be extra hot, 80,000 Scoville units, but I feel like, I mean, obviously the zombie was a range, but...
I'm going to be honest, even with that one, I didn't really like the flavor either.
It is different, yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it was like...
It wasn't good as zombie.
I wouldn't throw that on stuff.
This one, I mean...
I feel like this would be good on, eggs.
To me, this is honestly similar to the Crystal, to me.
Yeah?
Which is weird.
Really? I mean, they never said that.
There's not really anything to
All right, so which one are you choosing?
I'm going with G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe?
I think I would too. But if we had... I could add one in, I'd pick Voltron.
Voltron was a little bit earlier. I thought about throwing that in there, but Voltron, because the problem is if you go Voltron, then you got to kind of go in that whole genre, and then you got to talk about BattleTech stuff, and it's a little bit different. Yeah.
I'd go G.I. Joe. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is close though.
I did watch a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I mean G.I. Joe was good, but it's how can you be that advanced of an army but never anybody dies? It's like stormtroopers trying to shoot somebody, right?
There's a video they're talking about, and they actually talk about this on Nerd Rage too, and they're talking about Cobra. Look, Cobra's got benefits, so that's why I go with G.I. Joe because it's
hey, what 5 minutes into the into the G.I. Joe movie, He kills everybody but 2 people. I mean, it's like, whoa, you just completely threw the entire cartoon out of the window because nobody died there. You just blew up stuff and you jumped out and parachuted away. They killed everybody.
That's the kind of shit I like. Shit like that.
Death.
Because
I got it, Dante.
Yeah.
He's like, I love death.
Well, because it's like watching cartoons where it's like, oh, everything's fucking working out fine. Then when you see a cartoon where they start killing cats, like in G.I. Joe, the movie where Serpentor hit Duke with the fucking cobra in the heart, and he drops. I was like, oh, yo, they about to kill this dude first fucking scene. I'm in. He went to a coma. He survived. Bullshit. But but then when I was older, there's like trading cards, and they're like someone was deceased. I loved reading on the back how those cats were dying. I was like, oh, he died in a tank accident. It was like, damn, that's fucked. Oh, he died in a fucking routine, fucking thing. It's like, damn, he died. His homies killed him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to get into the. From here out, we got 5 more to go. All of these are on different seasons of Hot Ones and closer to the top side. This next one is Dave's Total Insanity.
Oh, I've had this.
Ooh, this one smells pretty good. I mean, you can tell.
Oh.
It's gonna be hot. I'm pouring it.
A burp in a bubble. That burp bubble went through the nose.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know.
I have had this before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is this one good? Should I not pour this one right on the... Oh, it's like a paste.
Yeah, it's thick.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dip in this one. Oh. All right, so this is kind of one of those ones up there that I feel like they've done the last dab with.
I believe this at one point was the hottest hot sauce.
Really? Because this one, it's.
I mean, this is when I was a kid.
Was it?
I've had it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this at one time was the hottest hot sauce.
Dave's Total Insanity. I don't know. This one, like I said, I have this one on the back. This
I'm
one's
curious
not,
how you guys will do.
like I said, I'm enjoying it. I feel like I could handle hot ones at this point, but I don't know. This one is a new level.
Have you had it?
No, I haven't had any of these.
Worried about
man, this is
of it
really
being
thick.
paste side. Yeah.
That's why I'm like kind of loaded on. I mean, it's good. I loaded it in there. It's good. Like I said, it is definitely thick. I'll wait till you guys are ready.
We might need a little. Do you have another utensil?
I look insane.
There we go.
I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna come out.
It's gonna be like that big. All right, so I'm going to go back into the comic book realm because I know that's more your thing there. While we're getting this one ready to go, there we go. Oh, he's got it. Oh, you're putting a lot on there. Were you trying to get that much or no?
Yeah, I haven't felt any heat yet.
Really? You did feel it from the habanero one? All right, I got a bunch on there. Let me get this one. All right, so here's the next one. And again, are you into comic books too or no?
Not as much.
All right. Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, I like that show back.
All right, so Celebrity Deathmatch. Batman versus Iron Man. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this one. Let's see. I like the smell of this one. You can smell the pepper though.
Smell like chili.
Yeah.
It tastes sweet at first.
Well,
It does. You're right. Chili. I didn't.
Yeah, this is what I remember.
That's kicking me in the dick.
Is it hot? So this one to me tastes sweet at first, and then tastes like dirt.
Yeah, I'm not digging the taste.
It does. It's the chili. It's like the chili powder almost. It's all right. I mean, flavor wise, it's okay. I wouldn't say that it's like crazy hot, although it does come on after.
This has the least amount of flavor.
It's not. It's. I don't like the flavor.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I will say, the longer it sits in your mouth, it is getting hotter, and this is 180,000 Scoville units.
Oh, no,
Is it hot for you guys?
It's fucking my tongue up right now.
You good?
It's not as good flavor wise. Honestly, the other ones are better, but yeah, the heat is building afterwards, and you can feel it. That's the first one I've really been like, "Ooh, that one's hot," right?
Yeah, that one's fucking me up right now.
So, answer your question.
Ooh. You know that cat was coming back. So I got fights on in the background too.
That one, to be honest, it tastes like dirt to me.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
That's what I remember.
Batman versus Iron Man.
Can you give me one of those waters out of there, please?
Yeah.
Because this is fucking.
Water, I think, makes it worse.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I've taken 3 tequila shots. Well, do you want another tequila?
No, I have a drinking problem.
These are weak.
This one has the most liquor. I'm telling you.
Ooh, actually, yeah, that's fucking me up now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this one has the
Y'all
most
look
liquor.
like you're hot. Like,
Well, I'm always.
physically hot.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm wearing a rash guard, a pullover.
Well, okay, so
And I'm
maybe
under
not
the
because of the
lights.
hot sauce. Does anyone want a refill of tequila?
No, I'm good.
Not yet.
Quick.
Woo, nose is running a bit on that one.
It's just it's on my tongue. That shit is not.
That one lingers. Woo! Well, you guys can't see it, but he is definitely sweating at this point.
I've been sweating since we started though, because I sweat. As you all know, I put on my gi and I sweat.
I mean, that's not even the hottest one. But yeah, that lingers, definitely.
Yeah.
I think Zombie's still my favorite, but man, this one's lingering. Alright, so what do you think? Batman? Or Iron Man?
So Batman in his bitch ass suit, just as regular as bitch ass suit.
And he's got gadgets.
Iron
He's got any gadget he wants.
Nah, it's Iron Man. If Batman just showed up to a fight, he'd get fucked up. I mean, if it's a straight up fist fight, Batman. But
So no suits, just punching.
nah, Batman will fuck him up.
The breading helps. It's like woo.
I'm gonna be honest, not crazy about that one.
Nope.
The heat, but also it just tastes not good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's sweet and medium. Like I said, I think he's right. Much more of a dirt flavor. Right, just it's not like the best tasting,
This is fun. I like.
So what was your
different
answer,
sauces.
Batman or Iron Man?
Batman was my favorite superhero, so I'm going to go Batman. But I think if they really fought, Iron Man.
He said fist fight Batman, but like
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
with all of their gear.
yeah, the
This
gear,
fight, Batman
Iron
fucking
Man.
him up. But gear, Iron Man's got that.
Oof, that was good. That was definitely more heat than we felt in all of them. Like I said, I like the heat. And Zombie's my favorite so far. All right, next one is going to be a colon cleanser from Professor Fard
Great
Pounders. This is a hot sauce elixir of capsaicin extremis.
Elixir. There we go.
I know.
Pirelli's Miracle Elixir.
They've all tasted really,
That's
really
what
good
the
till
trick,
they
sir.
use.
Miracle Elixir.
The last one's going down. I can feel it starting to kind of dissipate.
I can remember as a kid, I
I
drank.
didn't say it was gone. I said it was still there.
I remember as a kid when I had the Dave's, I drenched my food with it, and it just tasted so bad. I like ruined my tacos.
Yeah. Man, this one's hot. All right. So what about? Let's see. What about?
Whatever this one is
The
good.
Fantastic Four guys. He's not the Rock. He's the Thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Thing versus the guy made out of steel,
Colossus.
Colossus.
Go. I don't know. I'd say Colossus just because I don't really fucks with Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I would too. Same reason.
And I can't. There's like no serrated way to get this open. You got a knife down here?
No, I probably used to, but my family goes through my drawer now here and takes shit out.
Because they heard you talk about pain and murdering people and stuff.
Oh no, I mean I'm not murdering people in my basement. I mean it's fucking careless. I'm not Dexter.
Do have these weird boxes of stuff.
Yeah, vacuum papers, bitch.
So what do you think? Colossus or the Thing?
I'm gonna go Colossus.
All right, both you guys are going that way.
I mean, I don't have anything to really base it off of. I'm pretty sure they fought before. If my computer wouldn't shut off, if I look for anything, I'd look it up. But I'm sure if I click Google,
Well, I will say we did look up last time who was faster, Superman and the Flash, and we got the answer to that one.
I don't remember.
It's a Flash.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a Flash. Ooh,
This one looks better color.
smell that one. Yeah, that's
Smells better.
right. Not a dirt flavor. That smells like a
Yeah.
sweet pepper, right?
Yep.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. That one's gonna be good. All right, so
It's another.
that was our comic book round. So
It's a thick one, but not as thick. This one's
yeah, that last one was just not like I said hot. It's gone finally, thankfully. It's gone.
This one's like a little mini Reminds me of the Jack Daniels bottle.
Oh yeah. When I saw the picture, like, oh, you got some Jack Daniels? You drinking that? All right.
Okay.
This one smells kind of like a mustard sauce.
It does, right? Yeah, a little mustardy, little. You know. Dante's like, okay, I'm gonna die.
Nah, it doesn't smell like something I'm into.
I like mustard though, so I think the mustard ones are good. It's the next one that scares me the most. Like I said, this smells good. I would go back and, you know, when we're done, I may finish the zombie with the rest of whatever chicken we got left. The bomb is one that's going to scare me the most. But this is, again,
I like this one.
You like this one?
This one is like honey mustard.
Everybody likes a good honey mustard.
Yeah.
It is. You're right.
Honey mustard had another kid. She's just popping them out now.
What?
At this point, they're just falling out.
Are you getting any heat from this one yet?
No. I honestly haven't got any heat.
Really? No, you didn't get any heat from the last one? Holy
No, it just
crap.
tastes like dirt.
It did taste like that. I'm getting a little bit from the back.
I like this one.
But I don't know if it's...
This was actually one of my favorites.
I don't know if this is the lingering from the last one or if it's just a little tiny bit additional from this one. But this one's good. I like this one. Like, if you want something that's a little spicy, it's a different kind of heat, though. For me on the back end.
That was flavorful.
Like, I can feel my tongue. I like that one. That was good. That was a colon cleaner. That was good.
That one's not hateful, for sure.
No.
I like that one.
Well, it's like moonshine, right? There's the loving kind and there's the fighting kind.
That last one, I'm still not. Like, the heat was rough, but the taste was just like...
Yeah.
I'm
The
still,
taste
like,
was
trying to get
terrible.
the taste
I
out
will
of it.
say, like, my tongue on the back is, like, tingling now. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that, too?
Is it late?
It's not hot. It's just tingling. Like, maybe, like, I'm killing, like, the taste buds from it or something. And I do know they're showing they say that. But, yeah, it's, like, tingling on the back. It's, like, it's weird. It's a weird flavor, right? Like, it's not pain, but it's, like...
No. But there's a sensation. I'm like...
Yeah, right?
Like I'll dip for more. It's like, it's not something like the last one. I don't want another piece of that one. That one's like, fuck that. But this one's like, hold on, wait. Like,
I like it. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I do feel that tingle. It's literally in the back of, like, my tongue. You don't feel that one at all, huh?
So,
maybe it's a combination.
Just as a reference, Steve can't fucking taste the fucking heat.
Yeah, I said we're like 10 into him right now. He's like, I feel nothing. We're putting him up. We're gonna.
Yeah, we were gonna see what your reaction was, but I don't usually feel any heat at all.
We'll see. The bomb is the next one. So, all right, yeah, I'd like
So yeah,
that
so
one.
far I'm just.
I would go back and I would have more of that one too. I like so far zombie and that one are my two favorites. So I'm into that one. All right, so next one. As we get now, see, this is the one that's kind of scares me. Now, I don't know if it scares me the most. Like, this is the one you get the most reaction. If you guys go to YouTube and look up, like, you know, hot ones to bomb reaction, this is the one that, like, gets the most reactions of anything. Even more than, like, the ones that are hotter. And everyone's like, oh, I just can't, you know, my taste buds are gone. I can't taste anything. So that's why I think this one's going to be crazy. I'm not going to pour this one right on. I'm going to pour this one on the side and dip it.
Are y'all?
Oh shit! Smell it.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, that last one is, like, still had me.
This
but
one smells.
It's weird though, right? Like, are you feeling the tingling? It's like a different. It's not a hot tingle, but it's like a tingle.
It's a tingle, but yeah,
This one comes out faster, by the way. This one smells like this one smells like a barbecue sauce to me.
It's spicy barbecue sauce, but I'm pouring this one on the plate. I'm dipping this one. Like I said, just because I respect it because I watched the show.
Right. I got it on mine.
All right, so let's see. This is the one that's supposedly going to kick everybody's ass. So this is the bomb, and again, it's a decent bit. I mean, this is what the amount they put on the show. We can tell this one has fire in it.
I would tell y'all this tastes like the Dave Insanities, so it's a bad taste.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm into the bad taste because I'm still trying to get the bad taste out of my mouth.
I'm going.
But remember, I'm not getting the heat, so I'm just getting the bad taste.
That's what I'm saying. I know you don't get the heat.
This one's supposed to catch you later.
So if you say it tastes like shit, I'm like,
yeah, it's just like Dave's to me.
Yeah, it's got that like bitter,
very bitter.
Yeah.
Like I'm like smelling. I'm like I don't even know
like if you had tacos, this would ruin your tacos.
Yeah, it would just overpower. It's bitter.
The smell is ruining my nostril. I was like,
how is it though, heat wise?
It comes in late, I can feel
This
it a
is the
little bit.
one that everyone at Hot Ones that comes and hits.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's no
And
big
they're
deal.
like, whoa. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Oh, it looks like it will not.
I took like a little dab on my tongue. I was like, nope, I get what they're saying.
It comes in late.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think the Total Insanity would hit me worse. Although this one's getting hot now.
That didn't help. Pushing it further back.
What burned your throat?
Yeah, it got my throat. Didn't bother my tongue. I could feel it on my tongue. I was like,
I remember my mom when she had the Dave's Insanity, it burned her throat.
Mhm.
She was basically crying.
So when I took the drink and it pushed it first, like, that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, this one's different. It's. I would say it definitely lingers more. It's building as it goes.
Yeah.
So again, I really don't get any heat.
You got nothing? Man,
Not
you're
at all.
insane.
But this tastes terrible. Like the Dave's Insanity and this one, the taste is.
I'm gonna get my own water. That's how bad.
No water?
All right, this looks like a Hot Ones reaction.
No, it's like,
I think you're supposed to drink milk if you can,
Yeah,
if
milk.
you have any.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
See, I have a weird mutant power. I don't know what good it is, and I've never figured out why, but I can't taste spicy food.
I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, this one just keeps.
I can taste wasabi because it's made from a root, like a mustard,
Yeah.
but not peppers. So my dad used to always give me the hottest hot sauces, and that's why I had Dave's Insanity before. And
Yeah, this one is
Monster.
is it getting hotter?
Continuing to build.
Nah.
Getting hotter?
Yeah.
Actually, no. The water actually helped it.
Oh, good.
Did it? I'm gonna get
So
some
I
water.
think what it is, though, too, with these sauces, if I'm chilling, fine. But when I talk, the air hits.
I gotta say, where I can't taste any of it, when I can taste wasabi, it's only the first 2 bites usually, but I love the sensation of the heat. But it goes away instantly. I've never figured out why. My brother has the same.
You're right, Dante. The water did help this one.
Yeah, it cooled it quicker.
I still think y'all are crushing the Hot Ones, guess.
No, like that was bad, but like I mean, they're like
Also, keep in mind, though, it's a show, dramatic effects.
no. They all say like I thought you guys were just kidding. This one is still going though. This one has like some longevity.
So the other is supposed to be
So
hotter.
it moved. Just to reach my mouth now.
There
It
you
was
go.
like, oh, my throat's fine. Oh, no, now the roof of my mouth.
Yeah,
feels
that
weird.
happened to me too. Yeah, it was water.
Yeah, maybe the water spreads it.
Well, no, it definitely does. Now, I'm too lazy to go upstairs and get milk. So,
I feel like milk, though, to be honest, would be terrible in your stomach with hot sauce.
It is. Okay, yeah. It's moving now to the nose.
This one is continuing to go. Like it's like, oh, it's going. Oh no, it's coming back.
It's like the water will cool it down, but that cool from the water, like that cool inside,
Yeah.
it like now gets like hotter.
So I honestly wouldn't even be able to tell you this was hot sauce.
Really? You're insane. I can't believe that.
I would love to. I wrote the guy on Hot Ones one time, but he never looked at my message. 'Cause I just
He should because, like I said, I can feel this one. You know,
It would be
I
fun
wouldn't
to
say I'm high off
pretend
of
like
it. It doesn't have the tingle like the last one had, which is hot, you know. And it stays. It's got some lasting power. This one.
It's starting to kind of go for me a little bit.
So I can't tell which is hot, but I can tell which lingers. And the Dave's Insanity and this one, like, I still got that
Dirt
nasty
flavor?
dirt flavor taste. Like it doesn't go away.
I didn't actually eat the nugget. I just took like a small like lip. Like,
Yeah.
Very, very tiny, and it's
It's starting to subside. I mean, it's definitely got longer staying power,
Y'all are doing good stuff.
which is weird because Thor was like, "Oh yeah, 1 or 2 drops is a good taste." I wouldn't classify this one as a good taste,
Definitely not.
right?
no.
Zombie and the colon one, I would say, yeah. And these girls are going at it.
I liked all of them, but the Dave's Insanity and this one, which they taste similar to me.
Mm-hmm.
I really did like the. What was it, colon cleaner?
Yeah.
that was good.
That one's good, yeah. Wow, these girls are beat up.
Damn. I've never seen her face look like that after a fight.
official decision. Well, I mean, unless she won the first 2 rounds, she ain't winning the third one.
I think she won it, but I'm just saying it because I know she's prettier, like in her natural state.
She was. Let's call it what it is. She was prettier.
Well, it's funny because when Mackenzie Dern made her UFC debut,
Yeah.
she fought Ashley Yoder.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Mackenzie's so hot! She's so hot!" They pan across the cage to Ashley, who's made up for a fight, and it's like, she's still really pretty.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck that chick! I want to know more about this chick." And then I went and did some Facebook or not Facebook, Instagram stalking.
Yeah.
Became friends with her.
Alright, it came back on me.
Yeah,
It was gone and then it
it
came
was
back.
gone, and then the more I started,
You're right.
like,
I think it's the talking.
it's that air. So this is slowing it down, but what happens is when the heat, like when your mouth starts to warm back up,
Mm-hmm.
it starts to kick back in.
I will say, if you just hold the water in your mouth, it's not hot. Like, it's weird. It like
Well,
takes
that's
it.
what I'm saying. The cool is stopping it.
Yeah.
Then like chill out for a second.
Yeah,
Let your
yeah.
mouth warm back up.
That's
And then that
fine.
heat is like, "Oh, you thought I was gone, bitch?" And I'm like, "Nah, I was just joking.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to play my X-Men figures."
My God, look how much blood is on her. And her face looks normal.
Bro, that's her.
That's
blood.
her blood.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's not, yeah.
God damn.
That's a lot of blood. 28, 27. The girl in red looks really nervous, but looks in much better shape.
Yeah,
Wow.
Whoa.
just a little bit that I saw, she had the cage pressure. Like she was like push. Oh, it's majority draw. She had a lot of pressure on her, but it's like when they went to the ground, like wasn't there.
Oh, she grabbed the cage. Oh, she probably got penalized. That's why it was a draw. Yeah, that one's still linked. See, this one is definitely going hot longer than the Dave's. I can still feel it, but it's definitely calming down.
Actually, this is fucking with my stomach.
This one? This has definitely been the hottest. Only because of the longevity. But it's weird. The 2 hottest ones are the ones that have tasted like dirt.
Well, I remember years ago, I had roommates, and my one roommate made some chili. We kept dogging him, saying, "Man, your chili ain't shit. It ain't shit." He went out of his way to make it hot as possible, and it just tastes bad.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like mushroomy dirt, but like it's definitely like.
Yeah.
Now the interesting thing. Now this is what I'm curious. On the show, okay, the bomb is the one that messes with people the most, even though it's not considered the hottest. The ones after, people are like, yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing. It's like almost like the bomb like kills the taste buds.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm waiting for this one to go down before I do another one though. It's almost there. It's almost there. Oh. All right.
It's actually hurting my fucking stomach.
Yeah? You're in pain?
Oh yeah, because I have a fucking hole in my stomach.
Oh, that's true.
And also, if anything, this is probably the spiciest food I've ever eaten. I don't go above like your regular Frank's Red Hot.
Crystal.
What I find interesting is that Dave's has a lower Scoville rating than the colon cleaner. And it was interesting because we hit one of the ones in the beginning and it had a little bit of a kick. And then the next one had like almost felt like nothing, but yet it is supposed to have more. You know? It's very, very interesting. All right, so Dante, next question. So, Amanda Nunes basically destroyed everybody, right? Mm-hmm. She's on TV right now. If you were going to pair her against an equal-rated fighter in the male division, who would it be?
In her weight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's she at? 135, 145? I put her in there with TJ Dillashaw.
TJ, huh?
135. For 145, that's a little harder. Because
All right, who do you think wins between her and Mighty Mouse? I mean, he'll get no respect.
If she can hit him,
Yeah.
she will fuck him up.
Yeah.
I just don't know that she can hit him.
Yeah.
He's just so fast.
That's a hard one. I don't know about that one. Same thing, you know.
I mean,
Like I feel like saying like he would hit harder, but I feel like she hits like a truck. You know?
but the way that she hit Cyborg,
Yeah.
she hit Cyborg so hard that like my head hurt. I was like, damn. I just watched that earlier this week. I was like, damn, dude, she fucking cracked her. Ugh. Whew.
That one is
Still burning?
It's not so much to burn as much as like my stomach's just fucking.
See, I felt like I had like an ulcer before I got here, and I don't feel anything with that one at least. I wonder if I feel that one tomorrow. Oof. I will say just the plain nugget helps though. You going for another water?
We got 2 more.
Those big ass cherry cokes.
So now I'm really
cherry
curious.
Coke.
So the next 2 are in the same family as the zombie one, which was like almost one of our favorites from across the board.
Oh.
Yeah. The bomb is that one, you know? And it's crazy on the show, it's the same thing. They're like, yeah, that's the hottest one.
It's funny because everything was clear. I just burped.
Oh,
You know,
oh no, are you kidding?
No, it's not bad though. But I felt it coming. Like, ugh. Like,
Honestly, I wouldn't want to burp because then it's like, then you get that dirt flavor back out. I'm trying to look. I think I set it up.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. You're right. I don't know if she can hit Mighty Mouse.
yeah, I don't think she could keep up with him. But if she could catch him, he's fucked.
He's gone.
She's beating the shit out of him.
All right, let me get some more nuggets here. I feel like we got to go through it. We got to try. The next one we had Son of Zombie, and the next one is Zombie Apocalypse. I feel like if it tastes anything like the last one, I think it's a good one. You need more chicken? You good?
I'm good right now. 3 more.
Dante, you're dying over here, aren't you?
They should do this with
If I do
Chick-fil-A
eat any
nuggets.
more sauces, I'll probably have to go without even having the chicken. So I think I'm just getting full.
Yeah, I will say the breading on the chicken actually is like helpful. I don't know. Whew. All right, let's get this one out here. What do we got here? Now this is where they get like with crazy numbers. This is like 1 to like, excuse me. Oh, this is 250,000 Scoville units. So it's at the upper range of what the Son of Zombie was. I got nervous. I was like, I got to burp. I'm like, Dante's hurting from the burp. It wasn't that bad.
Well, was it? It like started to linger back up. I was like, now, motherfucker, you better sit down.
Ooh. It's like, it tastes that, it's that same kind of a, not, I don't know if creamy is the right word, but it smells, smells creamy, right?
Yeah. Smells a little must. Ooh. Well,
Comes out quick. Well, you let me know how hot that one is.
this looks like a buffalo sauce.
It does,
Color.
right? Yeah, it smells creamier. I don't know. I just feel like it smells creamier.
Smells a little bit like a buffalo sauce. I do smell a little bit of like a hint of that Dave's Insanity type smell.
Maybe. Like I said, according to the show, nobody can taste anything after the bomb, so we'll see. Where the heck is Mark? Why isn't Mark here doing this with us?
I don't know. Like, we've been kind of touch and go.
This one definitely tastes better.
He's been busy. I don't even know if I'm going in right now.
Dying over here.
Yeah. Well, no, I think, like I said, I think I'm full because I ate dinner before I got here. I'm drinking beers and eating the nuggets.
It's got a little bit. It's got like a little bit of the dirt flavor, that capsaicin flavor. I think the flavor's better.
The flavor is definitely better.
Yeah, it's better. It's got a little bit of that kind of kick, like a little bit of like the, you know. But yeah, it's definitely. I wouldn't say it's as hot. But yeah, like on the back end, you can taste that like that bitterness.
Yep.
You know. Like I said, I still think Son of Zombie and the colon cleaner are my favorites right now. Like I said, I agree. This one, the Mexican Lindo one, was definitely not as hot. Like it just didn't. It wasn't as good a flavor. You know, I like this one. I like the Son of Zombie. I like this one. Are my 3 favorites right now. don't know. Maybe I like Scotch bonnet. I don't know. Like I said, the bomb is one of those ones where people are like, oh, I'll try it. I like hot stuff. I'd be like, yeah, here, you try this. Go ahead.
Well, I wonder with my grandfather. I know he's from Texas, and he's always talking about like heat. He likes good spicy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
I'll tell you right now.
I mean, he's 90.
The bomb is basically out for the most part. That one, I don't think that one was as bad. And like I said, maybe the bomb burned all like the viable taste buds out. I don't know. That one was nothing.
The smell to me was already like, I'm good. I'm all right. Like there are other ones that smell. I was like, I'm all right.
Did you just see the finger dip?
I didn't even do that. Like
you would have been able to handle that, but that wasn't that bad.
I feel like dog shit right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like from the spice or if it's just again I'm full.
It could be.
But like my stomach is heavy. I'm just like. Ugh.
Well, I do feel like we've eaten at this point like 15 of these nuggets a piece, but I feel like after your escapades with your Burger King,
the 12 nuggets that I had prior to this, and the Chick-fil-A sandwich that I had along with that, and the fries,
and the shake. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm probably gonna puke. Well, I'm not gonna puke. Believe it or not, I have a very strong stomach where I don't really puke. Like if I puke, I'm really fucking sick.
All right, so you got to tell us the next story. So I don't know where the heck the lid is for this one. They all have a lid, but yet we have. That's weird, right? Do they not all have lids on them?
I see lids on
That's a
all of
lid.
them.
This is a lid, right?
Yeah, that's a lid.
Oh, that one. On Dante's
Oh
table.
no, okay, I see. Yeah.
Of my angle, I couldn't see the top.
Yeah, I'm looking directly. I was like, I don't know.
All right, so Dante, so back to stories here, so we can get in this one. So, tell me what was going through your head. That first competition where you were getting your ass kicked the whole time.
I can tell you what was going through my fucking head.
You were getting your ass kicked the whole time, and literally, I'm like, Dante, don't give up. And literally, with like 15 seconds, you completely rolled over on the guy, ended up getting sweet points, and ended up winning.
Your exact words were, Dante, don't you tap.
Yeah, that was true.
And I'm sitting there like, and it honestly wasn't even a thought in my head. Honestly, I felt like I was in a regular role. Like being on the mat, I felt fine. I felt like this was class.
You feel shit. The two of you could barely walk off the mat. You were
Well,
so
no, that's
tired.
what I'm saying. During the match, it felt fine.
Yeah.
Because I've had plenty of classes where I come off the mat, like I'm rolling, we're going, and then after we're done, I was like, God damn, dude, that hurts. But like during the actual match, felt fine. Felt like right as rain, despite getting shit kicked out of me. And the thing is, I wasn't sure the score, but I knew I was down.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got the takedown. I don't remember how the takedown happened.
You tripped.
Okay. Like, but
you
I
tripped.
remember,
It was kind of like you kind of went for something and you just kind of fell.
But like everything was fine to me. But I didn't think I won. Like I didn't know I wanted to. You like start walking towards like. Could you not wait till the last second to fucking win your next match?
It was literally like with like 7 seconds left, you decided to just roll over, and the guy was just too tired to do anything.
Yeah, well, I think when you said "Don't you quit," I gave a thumbs up.
Yeah,
he did say when I saw your thumbs up.
Yeah,
like,
he was smoked. Yeah, I mean he was just totally smoked.
It sucks. He was such a nice guy. I was like, dude, I wish you would have won. You deserved it. You won. You earned that because he did. And then the finals match. That dude, I didn't know what to do with him because he just stood straight up.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know what to do with this. You're like, just get your grips. I was like, I don't know how because he's just weird. And he was really nice too. Afterward, he was like, dude, like, because I don't think I had gone over half guard before, and I was stuck in bottom half. And he was like, dude, you almost had a sweep on me. You kind of had me tilted, and all you had to do was sit up. And I was like, you should have told me that during the match.
I know. You're like, you could have helped me out, buddy.
Like I told him, like. And I was like, dude, did you hear all the nasty stuff I was saying to you during the match? He was like, nah. I was just like,
it was in your head, Dante.
No, I was saying a lot of really fucked up things to him. Like, I don't want to repeat what I was saying here, but they were terrible things. Like, not at him, man. But they were like some really, really fucking horribly inappropriate things. He was like, nah, I didn't even hear it, man. I was like, let me just tell you, like, I thought they were funny.
I'm trying to shake it. There's liquid in the bottom, though. Here, try to shake that. Try to shake it up. There's liquid in the bottom.
Like I told him, I was like, I thought it was funny, but you probably wouldn't have thought it was funny. It's like, well, dude, you just got to go out there and have a good sense of humor and laugh.
Like, what kind of trash were you saying?
Yeah.
What's that?
He's like, what were you?
What was so bad?
What did you do? Sounds good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a flavor with hot. No,
I had to squeeze it to get it out.
No, it's kind of the same arena as the last dab. I was like, this came in a 3-pack. I was like, I'll get this one instead of the last dab. Yeah. I feel like you got to say the same thing. Ooh, You're gonna turn it back on. Oh, you turn it back on.
Yeah, we're back.
It's tradition here, Dante, on hot ones. You don't have to do it if you're a bitch, but it's a tradition that you put that one little dab on.
You're not a bitch. You definitely are doing it.
So I don't care. Anybody call me all the bitches.
He goes,
they want.
wait, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And he's no, I gotta do it. I
don't gotta do shit. Like that's always my thing's like.
This one has garlic, so I feel like it's gonna taste better.
Ugh.
You can smell the garlic actually. If you tell me this one's hot, then I'll put it down.
It's very garlicky. I like it.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
It has that dirt aftertaste, though.
Oh, great.
Flavors.
This
way
is.
better
Hold
than
on.
last
This
one.
one is. I'm gonna say it right now. So this is anywhere from 1 to 16 million Scoville units. So this is the one that they tell you will.
They're just making.
So I'm
Yeah. Right.
no heat, but
No.
got
Yeah,
that.
but you haven't had heat the whole time, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a good judge
Me-
of that. But if you ever,
I did it. Let's see if it kicks
if
in.
there's ever anything, you
Wasabi is hot to me because it's made from a root,
Yeah.
and I love it. I love when I do feel it. So I wish I could taste.
I don't feel it yet.
It's
I
it's the
taste the
garlic and
I
then
taste the bitter.
The bitter.
Yeah, I taste the bitter. I
That
did.
bitter is a terrible taste. Like if
Yeah.
you could imagine not getting any heat and
I
just
will
that bitter,
say,
it's like, ugh.
I like the flavor until the bitter comes in.
Yeah.
The garlic I thought was really good. Yeah, you can taste that. I mean, maybe it builds worse from here. I felt like the bomb built much more than this one did. But I did. I like the garlic. I'm telling you, I think if you like, I don't know, I like the Tingle, the colon cleanser, and I like the Son of Zombie. Those are my two favorites.
Like if you told me that the hottest one,
Technically, by Scoville units, we just had the hottest one, and I wouldn't say that was not hot.
if you tell me, oh, take a taste of the hottest one, and then you're gonna like trip like you're on mushrooms, I'm in because it's serving a purpose. I'm not there for the taste.
It
I'm
sounds
there
like
for
you
the
had the
purpose.
hottest one. These are a step down. It sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but I also don't like the smell of them. I'm like, well, you know
Not-
what?
Well, it's like, do you like to smell alcohol? I mean, you explained to me earlier that alcohol is...
But
it gives you that-
But it's serving a
yeah.
purpose. This isn't serving a purpose.
technically, according to the show, if you take them all, you can get high at the end.
I mean,
There are endorphins that kick in eventually here.
I've got a bag of edibles here. If I'm gonna get high,
I
I'll
do
get
feel
high.
like in a better mood. Like
I do feel like
I don't know,
like
something perked up.
I'm
Like
more uppity than I was before. When
Right.
you guys got here, I'm tired from work. I'm like, man,
I feel like you're more hydrated now. I mean, you just had 5 waters in less than 15 minutes.
I wouldn't go that far. Man.
Dante didn't try the last two.
That's a fact. But guess what? Fuck all of you.
I'm going to go back and take one more of those.
So Louisiana, the Cristal has always been my favorite hot sauce. But of these, surprisingly, the colon
The
cleaner,
colon cleaner, I thought that
I
was
really
great.
like.
I'm going to try the zombie.
The Caribe.
I'm going to do the zombie
Is that what
one
it's
again
called?
just to
This
see if
one
it's
was
really
good,
as
this
much
sweet.
as Yeah, see if you like this one. This was one of the ones we all liked. Grab some chicken. This is we all like this one. Like this was one of everybody's favorites. You know what? I might get a fork that has the stuff over it. Let's see here.
I'm out of piss.
You had enough water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
gotta
they
piss
should,
off that
hot
lemonade.
one should do this with Chick-fil-A.
I'm telling you, this. I like this one. This is really good.
I bet you. Chick-fil-A. You know, they're doing pretty well, but I think they'd do so much better if they went like, hey, you know what? Let us use your fucking nuggets, and then you'll get free advertising. I don't know. That's how I always feel.
Chick-fil-A is insane. They have 2 laps around the building at all times.
Yeah.
They're actually still fast.
Yeah, and they still get you out. And I'm
Yeah,
like, damn.
it's still faster than a regular drive-thru.
I went out one day for lunch at McDonald's. and
Yeah,
I
this
thought-
has a lot of flavor.
Right? I'm telling you. I think that's.
Ooh, excuse me. I went to McDonald's to try to get lunch, and I saw the line wrapped around the building. I was like, fuck that. That's a half hour away. Went to Chick-fil-A,
Try
the
this
lines
one,
wrapped
yeah.
around the building. Was out in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
telling you, zombie and that one are my two favorite. I think by far. I would probably not buy the bomb to put on my personal chicken wings, but that I would definitely would.
Dave's Insanity and the Bomb.
Yeah, it's
Where I
that
can't
bitterness,
taste
that
the
capsaicin, like
hot,
bitterness.
it is bitter.
Yeah.
My question is, though, for those that like that,
I don't
It's
think anybody
like
likes
just
it. It's
that-
just whether you can do it.
I've never heard
See,
anyone
yeah.
say they like the bomb.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is there anyone out there that actually says, "Oh yeah, I'll put this in my chili, or I'll put this,
No,
in
I don't
my
think you buy it
taco."
for that.
Like, because to me, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, colon cleaner is a very mustardy taste.
Right? It's good.
I like that one, but I think it's because we're talking about honey mustard, and I was like, well, fond memories.
Honey mustard was awesome. That was our code word for a hot girl.
Oh, okay.
And no one would know.
But it was a specific nickname for it.
One
like,
person, individual,
It's
became the OG
like
honey
well, 'cause
mustard.
she was like really nice and just very pretty. It was like she was that pretty chick that like she had to know that she was pretty, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm pretty and I'm like, stuck up. I was like,
She was
I'm
not
pretty
stuck
and
up.
just really nice. Like,
Yeah,
she
I had a
genuinely
huge crush on
nice.
her, and like I said, one day I used to try to talk to her, and I would get nervous. One day I said something about like going to a concert, and she was just like, "Oh, I'll go with you," and it caught me off guard,
Oh,
and
really?
I wasn't expecting that. I didn't have any concert to go to, so I was just like, I don't know what to say.
Oh, Jesus.
You just started looking at concerts.
Yeah, I was like, I'll let you know.
Like, hey, you want to go to Erica Badu tonight? Like, okay. Like, I don't, but you said you go, so let's go.
That took me off guard big time.
No, I mean, she was
Her
always
family was really cool too.
Like, she's always seemed just like really, really nice. Just very like, just almost weirdly friendly. Because there was one day I said something. Because it was when we were doing softball, and like I said something just like off topic. And she like comes up, starts striking a conversation about softball. Like,
No, she was
girl,
cool.
I don't know shit about softball other than to fucking hit the ball. Like, it took me 4 games to fucking learn how to play outfield. So I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, I'm still wondering why we're not allowed to tackle anybody. So fuck off. Then somebody, I feel like somebody tried to like fucking run over Sam at home plate. I know it was an automatic out, but I feel like somebody.
When I played first base, someone threw me, and I ran to first and then threw home.
Oh no, you ran
to
through.
do a double play, and the girl continued to run. And I was standing in the base path when I threw it home, and she ran face first into my shoulder.
Didn't you get like penalized for that?
No, but she was not happy. Like,
Okay.
was on the sideline cussing me out.
Did she bust her face?
She ran her nose into my shoulder.
Well, that's
like,
on
she
her.
was hurt.
She should have known.
I mean, maybe I'm not supposed to be in the base path. We didn't play baseball enough to know.
Fuck them.
I was just an athlete, but I never played baseball.
That. No,
I would have figured she'd stop, though, when I clearly got her out already.
Well, we played
But
plenty of baseball home run.
she did apologize, but that same game, I believe, is when Daniel hit this old lady in her ankle and knocked her down with the ball.
I do remember that, and that's when the
So it was
reputation
like,
started.
all right, this team's wild.
They're like, okay, here comes Pandora. Who are they going to hurt this time?
Yeah,
It's like,
'cause-
fuck y'all. Ooh,
She complained about it. It was an accident, but at the same time, I mean, Daniel threw it as hard as he could. Probably wasn't good enough to be thrown as hard as he could.
no,
It was an older lady. He hit her in the ankle, and it basically flipped her over.
Dante, you haven't died yet. Look at you. You're like, I'm dying. I'm hurt. But
No, my stomach still hurts.
my stomach, I can feel my stomach now. That's why I said
No, it's all like on the one side. It's like a lump right here, but I think it's again just from eating all the other food.
the 12, 12 nuggets in one.
Like, well, yeah, it's like, ugh. And I thought about that beforehand. I was like, I mean, what's the most we're gonna
Nuggets. Yeah.
eat? Yeah, I was like, it's nuggets.
Yeah.
But that's what happened with Wendy's. I had 25 nuggets from Wendy's, thinking, no. I think I have more. No, it was 20. It was 20. And I was like, I'll be all right.
All right, so here's a question.
It was not all right.
So, obviously, too much food hurts you. Could you do, like, an eating contest with, like, honey buns? Like, how many honey buns would it take before it caused pain? I mean, because they're like,
stomach?
yeah,
So the
yeah. I
thing
mean, because
is
they're
with
like
honey buns-
squishy, like.
Well, they expand. It's like
Oh,
what you
did
get.
they?
But the thing is with honey buns, because they're so sugary,
Yeah.
I probably couldn't make it past 4, just because my mouth would start hurting.
Because the sugar?
Yeah. It like, as much as I love pastries,
I say you do
go
like pastries.
through this period where I can't eat them because I've eaten so many. But I will
How many
say
honey
this.
buns do you think you've eaten in your life?
Man, Lil Dante's
In my
up
life?
there.
Yeah, in your life. How many
I
honey
am
buns?
clearly over 500.
I think he's in the top 1%.
Do you think so?
Because
top one-
the only
Really?
time I ever seen him eat in all of high school was honey buns only.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
it.
I've never had.
I didn't realize that this was a habit that I was funding. I would go to Sam's Club and spend like $6 and buy him a case. I didn't realize I was like,
Here's another fun fact about Ladante too. Only honey buns during school. When we would get home, I liked going to his house because he would give me an ice cream sandwich. My family never had desserts.
you pay them.
So it was like a treat to me, but LaDante would make 8 bologna sandwiches and
6.
stack them.
6.
But it always killed me because he'd only put one piece of bologna on each one because I think he liked the bread and the mayonnaise.
This is like
And, no, but he would make them all.
This is like that game where like, okay, is it a sandwich or is it not?
This was
And they're
every
like,
day.
taco. You know,
This was every day, but he would come with a plate and it would be this high. And it would just be like
of a single slice.
it
bologna
would
sandwich?
become normal of like
So you like
that's
the
just
bread.
Dante. He likes the 8 bologna sandwiches.
I feel like you're fucking judging me right now.
No.
My fucking childhood.
It's not.
I didn't have
it's
fucking
just
food
not
as
common.
a kid, so I wasn't used to seeing fucking food. So I was like, just make food, just make sandwiches. 2 slices of bread, some meat, some fucking mustard, throw them together, fucking eat them. It was fucking delicious. Fuck you for judging me.
No,
I gave you
it-
fucking
it-
ice cream
it's
sandwiches.
not that
We were supposed to be
common.
friends.
To stack it up
to have 6
this
sandwiches?
high.
Yeah, because like that's what I saw in the cartoons. Goofy would have fucking.
And
sandwiches.
that was like the first thing we did after school. He had his sandwich, then we go play basketball.
I will say this: when I worked at Roy Rogers, their strawberry shortcakes, which was a biscuit.
Right, that's what I was thinking of about. Yeah, I know. Hey, I had them as a jersey, but I was like, man,
So I would get them every day on my break. I love them. So the manager,
is that your favorite pastry?
strawberry shortcake, nah. But I used to buy cakes before school sometimes, and I just come sit down, pick the strawberries off of the cake, eat the cake at lunch. I'm like, that's it. But during my lunch break at Roy Rogers, I remember the manager says to me, I bet you can't eat 10 of those on your break. And I was like, okay, you bet I can't? Well, what do I get if I can? He was like, well, you get 10 strawberry shortcakes. And what if I can? He was like, you got to pay for them. That. Sat down, 30-minute break. Easy. Fucking easy work. It took more time for them to fucking make the strawberry shortcakes
Than you would eat them?
They couldn't keep up with me. And I was like, all right. And but they didn't know about my stomach. So it was like, oh, he's gonna be fucked. I was like, joke's on you, bitch. If I had more time, we could do more. And I mean, we could keep going. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I still had 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
It's let's roll, baby. They're like, okay, no, you made your point. Oh, what? You didn't want. Oh, you don't want to pay for fucking 5 more? All right, bitch. But I also didn't like that manager. He was a fucking dick face.
So what was the final? Was it all you ate all 10?
No, I ate the 10, and I still had time for more.
Yeah.
They didn't want to make more. I was like, all right, fine, whatever.
Yeah, you had 10. Yeah.
Fuck off, because I will gladly eat another 5. And my stomach wasn't hurting. It wasn't. I mean, it was also 15.
Yeah.
So, like he said, we're sitting there knocking out sandwiches left and right. It's and that's eat the sandwiches and go out and play basketball.
Yeah.
It wasn't eat sandwiches and sit down like that.
That was his immediate snack.
And then,
But you wouldn't eat in high school. It'd be a honey bun and that's it during the
well,
day.
because honestly, what it was is it's the same thing as going on lunch break at work now. I got a 30-minute break. I don't bring a lunch because I'm impatient. So if I bring food, I'm gonna eat it before I get to work. That's just how I work. I hit stoplights on the way in. I'm gonna fucking eat the food. But the thing is with school lunch, I gotta wait in line to get the food. Then by the time I sit down, I gotta rush to eat. I'm not into that. So let me just go get a fucking honey bun. Maybe the little apple pies too. I love those.
The Hostess apple pies, the ones.
No. They're the tasty cake, the shitty ones, in the little aluminum trays.
Oh, okay.
They fall apart as soon as you pull them out. And it's
Yeah.
what the fuck. I'd eat those every so often. There was one other that I would eat. I can't remember it. Because people like fucking Star Crunches and all those fucking cookies, the Butter Crunch. Too fucking hard for my mouth. I like pastries. They squish and they go. I don't have to chew. Because I just realized recently, I don't fucking chew when I eat. I take a bite and just go.
Really?
And I think that is a.
You know what I
fucking
had
legit
yesterday?
And
problem.
that could be why your stomach hurts because you
No.
just have solid food there.
No, I know that's why my stomach always hurts because I bite and go, and it's
Yeah.
So were you gonna chew that? Nah, we good.
I went
It'll fit,
to
don't worry.
I went to Wendy's yesterday.
Dude.
I knew you would say something, but I was
Yeah,
like,
why the fuck? They're open on Sundays, right? Why don't you fucking
Yep.
call me on a Sunday? Just fucking go to Wendy's on a Sunday. The fries still good?
So
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
I mean, well, that's my substitute for fucking Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
What a racket, right?
Like, because Winnie's, is it still at least close to business as usual?
Yeah, so you can't eat in there, but we never did.
Yeah, I mean, we used to.
You call up
the
and
old
you
spot
pick it
we
up.
Used to. Like the new spot, I think we tried to sit in the new spot once. It just didn't feel right. Like, I know for me, that fucking big picture, like the little village, I don't think that was there, or if it was a weird spot.
No, that was the old
under
spot.
that picture. That picture just made
Yeah,
me
now I
feel
remember that because that was also when we go to Champions.
Yeah, I mean, we go to Winnie's. Then we go to
Man, those were
Champions,
the days.
And then I just told the story about
Champions was awesome.
about that dude that got knocked out.
Yeah.
I just told that story to someone the other day. I was like, yo, I'd never seen a person get knocked out like that ever. Now, I've seen a lot of wild shit, but that shit, the way he hit the ground, I was like, dude, he is dead.
You know what
Picture in
I'm
hand,
picturing? Like,
back
what
in.
did we do? Like, did we walk out because we knew there was a fight, or we just happened to be
No,
outside?
we walked out because we knew a fight was coming. Like we heard the crowd going, so we found we had our pictures in hand. It was like, oh shit, and he got dropped. It was like, ooh, sip, back in, go shoot some pool. I don't even think we were shooting pool. I think we were just sitting at the bar.
Well, when I went with you and Neps, we would play pool. When I went with you, we would end up in the game room just giggling.
Yeah, there was a game room.
We would just straight BS.
There were plenty of times we just went there, sat there, order a pitcher of some shitty beer and drink it because it's serving a purpose. It's
If
not
it was
for
me and
taste.
you, it was definitely 90% of what we were doing was drinking pitchers of beer.
I
And
mean,
so the pitchers of beer used to be $5.
Oh, really?
no, it was not good. Like,
No, it's not good beer for
it
that.
might have been Ice House.
No, that was so. Another funny story. I don't know if you remember is when Second Chance was.
Yeah, I
what
know.
was it before?
Last
Chance.
Yeah.
Their gimmick was they had 101 beers on tap on draft, and they did supposedly. I don't know, but one was like $5, where the others were like near $20.
Ice House.
So
was
when me and
$5.
Ladante
So
came
everybody,
in, no, it was just me and Dante were the only ones that ordered this beer. It was skunk as hell. That's why it was
the beer from
$5.
last week?
But we were down with
last
it.
week.
No, it was skunk. But we liked
it's
it.
an old keg they found in the
So
basement.
me and Ladante would drink all night, and our tab would be like $40 at the most, splitting it. Our friend would drink Hart
So yeah, he thought he was getting bass.
and Bass. He would mix it though, but they were 20 a pitcher.
Well, no, yeah, he was asked like, "Do you have bass?" And they didn't, but they gave him harp, and he didn't realize that those joints were $20.
So our tab splitting was like $40. His was like $140, which back how young we were, that was a lot of money.
But what I liked over there, though, is back in those days, like, because I have a bank account, I go over there and cash my check. I would just go there like, just hold on to that, because I'm about to party and get drunk. And like,
It's weird is I don't remember anyone that worked at Last Chance.
Those guys are dead.
Yeah,
But we remember all the
like,
Second Chance.
I don't
people.
think it was like, it wasn't like a fun, like Second Chance was a fun time.
Yeah.
Last Chance wasn't necessarily a fun
Yeah, that
time.
was just because it was near.
Well, also,
And
I
they had
mean,
golden tea, I think, is the only reason we
I
went
mean,
there.
it was across the street from my apartment, so it was like, we're not going there for the funsies. We're going there because it's here. Versus when it became Second Chance, we were going there because they had trivia night, they had karaoke night,
Burger night.
half off burger night,
and it was just our crew.
Yeah, well,
we
I
ran
mean-
that place for a little bit.
yeah, well, because when we started going there was no one going. Then when we started bringing Pandora up in there, because remember, well, no, you weren't there. You were off sauntering about. They brought over a tray of shots. It was like, thanks for bringing in the business. It was a tray of shots. It was like, oh, cool. It was fucking. It was some trash I didn't want, but I drank it because it was free. It was like, this fucking.
it's free,
awesome.
Well, I used to get the hook up when we first started going there because of Lauren. Before I knew she liked me, she would just hang out the window and be like, "Can I get you something to eat?" I'd be like,
Yeah, she was
Okay.
like, hey, Steve, you want a grilled cheese?
I just like look up like, "Yeah, I do want a
Yeah.
grilled cheese."
That would be good.
Like, and it was like in his head, he was like, actually, I would like a grilled cheese. I didn't know I wanted one until you said it.
Yeah, the thought never crossed my mind, but
It's like, oh damn, and,
Okay.
and that's how it came. Like she handed him grilled cheese out the window.
Yeah.
Like because like we'd
We'd
like,
be outside.
sitting here,
Yeah.
and the windows up there.
there really
That's
wasn't
about-
like an outside service either. It was just
No.
No, it's just she poked her head out the window. It was like, hey, and she has been standing on something because those windows weren't like regular height, and she's a short human, so she had to climb up on the bar to do that, and then pass the sandwich out.
If you could picture this bar, it's a super hole in the wall bar. Like, I mean, it was Inside was kind of shitty, but it was fun. But
I mean, it's always been there.
a
Just
lot
again,
of
it was a
like
different
friends that would bring their wives or girlfriends. The girlfriends or wives hated that place because it looked so shitty inside. But it was fun. But the funniest thing was it was right next door to a liquor store. And when we're younger, people don't have money. People would just bring pockets of the mini shots.
like the 99 apples and 99 bananas.
Oh, really?
and-
Yeah, so and we called it bathroom shots. So we just go to the bathroom. We're all taking shots and having like $10 tabs.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they figured it out eventually.
No, yeah.
but-
The funniest was this guy Daniel was drinking Beck's beer inside, just sitting at the table, and then the bartender went up to him like, "We don't have Beck's,"
Oh, you're kidding, really?
and he was just like,
Oh, that's so funny.
"Oh."
Whoops.
No, there
But
was-
they wouldn't have been able to tell if you just brought your own beer.
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
There was one night, I remember I went in there. I didn't have a whole bunch of money, which is common at that point and this point. I remember going in there, and their like rail drinks were like super dumb cheap. And I was like, let me get a rum and coke. And they're like, you want Bacardi? I was like, no. Give me what's down there.
Give me the cheap stuff.
And like, I know my tab was under $10. That was a
They had-
fact. But
If you
I
wanted
got
to drink
fucked
cheap
up.
there, you could.
Yeah. Well, I remember it got to a point where I wouldn't even bring my card because I knew my card off top. And they're like, oh shit, I don't have my card. Hey, can you still run the card if I give you the number? And Lauren was like, yeah, I got you. I was like, all right. Throw the number. I was like, yep, you're good. It was like, I don't know if I
They used
am.
to have those Jolly Rancher shots
Yeah.
where they would soak the alcohol with Jolly Ranchers.
I mean,
They were so cheap.
they had a lot of.
They actually had really good food.
It sucks that they had to fucking shut down. It's fucking just fucking shitty. But I mean, like honestly, I haven't been there. I can't remember the last time I went. It's been a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like it's nice every so often to say, let me just hop in, see what's up. Like okay, cool, everything's still the same, and I'm out. Now, same thing like the Phoenix down in Ellicott City, and that was only big for me because Mario, because he knew the owner, and then after Mario died, it was like I went down there maybe 3 times afterward. And then even after the floods and everything, and then they reopened, I went down there once. It just didn't. It wasn't the same. Plus, the staff was different because, like, you go in there, it's like, oh, Brad's here. Dawn's here. And Dawn moved to Florida. Brad died too. I don't even know if Mark was the owner down there, but it got to this weird point where it was like I go in there and it felt just not like
It's
home.
different. That's what happened to Second Chance though. Basically, it was like we all grew, and our crew was no longer the crew. We were probably the number one crew there for a while
Well, yeah.
of bringing the business,
Oh, this is the
and then
third
it
time.
wasn't us anymore.
Well, I mean, and even I don't know. I think
We had a big group of people that would go there pretty often because of us.
yeah, and because it's like way after the fact now, because Rachel's an adult now, but Rachel was for sure not old enough to drink, but she was in the mix, and it was just like give her a drink. She's with them. It's cool.
Yeah, we had I called them the Bad Girls Club. That whole group. And
Actually,
then chicken started coming.
I just messaged Rachel recently. She's got like a little flower.
Yeah, I've seen
joint
it.
going. Like it's really fucking cool. It like every time I see her, it's like, dude, like I'm happy for you, because there was a point where it's like, fuck you.
BH.
Like you and your big ass hands, and like now it's like, you know what? I'm proud of you, kid. Like all of them. Like Lindsay. Anytime I see Lindsay post, I'm really happy. Like Joey, I still like talk to him on Instagram every so often. I'll repost his music and stuff. It's like, I'll shoot him. I was like, dude, like I'm fucking proud of you, dude. Like I mean, what you're doing, good for you. Like those are the only people that I really still kind of connect with. Back from that group and. At Pandora. Otherwise, it's like, then there's just, the typical, like, temps that will come in, be there for a week and disappear. And then
It's
like,
funny, a group I work with now have
Somebody's
been
getting
there
like that.
as long as me, but they were talking about some previous Pandora parties and acting like, it was pretty wild And I was just like thinking in my head, they have no idea of me and Dante's stories.
Like that's how we met.
I finally
sitting
like
in the photo booth.
I got to the point of like people don't remember everything I did those first 3 years, so I kept silent. But I was just like, you guys' stories are really tame.
That first like Christmas party, that's all we did was just sat in the photo booth. That's how we.
Well,
met
the first
everyone.
party was at Matthew's restaurant.
Yeah,
And
I
that was
remember.
our first experience with open bar.
Yeah,
Where
I
we were like,
remember.
does
'Cause
open bar mean
Louvel-
you could just continuously, we could just keep ordering shots? He was
No,
like, I
'cause
don't care
all
what y'all
those
do.
fucks over there took a fucking shot without us. It was like, wait, what's going on over there? Oh, they're taking shots. All right, cool.
Yeah, but when we found out you could do back to back, we did like 10 in a row.
well, was it? I think it was
And then
there.
Sam joined us.
I think it
who
was
was our
there,
boss.
and then at one of the Christmas parties where I asked him just to make a picture of the blonde-headed slut. It was like, instead of just making shots, just make a picture of it. And like, we'll just keep pouring it ourselves. I was like, okay. Like, and he did it. And I was like, dude, this didn't cost us a penny. Like that was like fucking fascinating to me. And then when I went to work at Kaiser and they had the fucking Christmas party, I didn't go because I knew. As soon as like, yeah, it's $40 to go. I was like, is it open bar? Like, nope. I was like,
Damn, they charge you 40 and it's not open bar?
like that doesn't seem like some shit I want to do. Like, I gotta pay $40 to get in, and then I gotta pay for my drinks.
That's not worth it.
Like,
I got to go to
Yeah.
Southwest rented all of Power Plant, which is kind of cool. But you could only get beer and wine.
dumb.
Yeah.
I gotta piss and got something to add to that though.
Yeah, there's gonna be finishing this fight.
Oh yeah, Rosenstrike's probably on. Like, he got stopped by Francis in one of his last fights, but other than that, he starts his dudes. But he was losing that overeem fight until the last 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's gonna be some fireworks in this one. Still laughing, Dante eating 5 sandwiches.
No lie, if you could picture it, it would be this high. And it was like every day. Like at first, I would always look at it like, what are you doing? But then it just became that.
It just became just normal. That's funny.
How I met him is funny. Is I just literally just knocked on his door, didn't know him.
Really?
You want to play basketball?
That's good.
He's like, all right.
Sure, let's go. Yeah,
The other
hopefully.
funny thing with Dante, we hinted at, is he was the size he is now, basically in 8th grade.
Really?
So he was way bigger than all of us.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like he didn't grow anymore.
He didn't grow anymore. He stopped.
So he thought he was going to be really, really tall, and then ended up not so
And,
tall.
yeah, not so much.
I was working out at the gym today. This guy next to me, basically doing the same thing as me. He was like a foot taller than me
Yeah,
and just ripped.
yeah,
I was like, how strong
yeah,
can you, like, if you're like 6'6",
yeah,
probably like 250, but ripped.
yeah. All natural.
The best live sports event I got to go to. I got to see Pacquiao fight in Vegas versus Eric Morales.
Oh yeah.
So it was like the crowd was Philippines versus Mexico. And it was just such a good environment.
I got to watch Arturo Gotti, and then got to drink with him afterwards.
Yeah, the Pacquiao fight, I actually got it. I was in his hotel room the night before he fought because my girlfriend at the time, her aunt was a famous kind of like a talent manager in the Philippines. And he wanted her to manage him.
Oh really?
She didn't want to, but she went along with it.
Yeah.
So we could meet him.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got drug along. The guy that I went to the fight with, who like introduced me, he was like, "Oh, you got to watch these, Gotti Ward fights." His like best friend grew up with Gotti. It was Gotti's best friend, like childhood friend. So they used to always go up there. So like we went. This was one of the fights that like didn't take him. It was like a first round win. It was one of the ones he took like no damage in. So we went up to his room afterwards. I had like this full buffet. Like he had me a joint. Like little did I know it was like a lace joint, but like it was a joint. And I didn't realize until the next day. But I ended up going gambling with him. And I was like, I'm out of money. So here, take more money. So I was like one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Like I'm like, you just met me tonight. I'm like friends of a friend of a friend. We were gambling. Like I'm not used to gambling all night long. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. My friends have left me. It's like me and his entourage. And he's like, here, take some. Keep playing. And like eventually, like 6:30 in the morning, it's like, holy shit, it's getting live. Like the lights coming up. I got to go find everybody. Like I had to drive like the 2 guys I was up there with. But I was like, yep, I was drinking and got a joint from Arturo Gotti. And I didn't find out the next day till it was laced. They're like, yeah, how do you think you stayed up all night? I'm like, I had no idea. I didn't even know.
Vegas too will pump that oxygen in.
That was in Atlantic City.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then I drove my buddy's 3:30 home. He's like, I can't drive. You got to drive. I'm like, I just walked in the door. I'm like, I'm definitely not sober. He's like, yeah, but I can't. He's like, I'm too sick. You drive. I'm like, fine, I'll do it. So it was not the proudest moment.
I opened the door to the basement and just garlic smell just hit me.
It's the garlic reaper. I'm telling you.
Like, that shit hit me and it feels like, oof. Do I want to go back down here? Like, ugh.
It was a good. I mean, the garlic was good, and then the bitter kicked in. I want to pee, but I feel like this is going to be over by the time I come back.
Yeah, well, that's what I was worried. I stopped to talk to Sarah for a minute. I was like, well, the main event's on, so I'm going to watch that real quick. I was like, trust me, it ain't going to be long.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I was like, damn.
That look right there scares the fuck out of me.
Well, he's got the longest streak. I'd still watch it. I mean, if either one of them connects, it's over.
I'm not like overlooking him, but I'm just like Rosenstrike. It's like the thing is, like besides Francis, like he eats shots. It's just like when Overeem was like cracking him.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Well, those who they take their toll over time.
Like Overeem was for sure.
He just looks angry. Look at him.
Yeah, he looked like
he's just calm. He's like, yeah, I'm going to take your head off.
But
I feel like this guy, if he connects, you're in trouble. And he's got I think he said he's four wins in a row in the heavyweight division.
Like he looks to me like
biggest active streak.
He looks like the kind of guy that's like, look, I don't want no trouble. I just want to come here and do my job.
He said he's only been doing MMA for like 5 years.
Like those are the fascinating ones. Like him, Angela Hill. These cats who've been training very short time, and almost kind of like it just happened, not necessarily by accident, but like, let me try this out. Oh, this is fun. Like,
I can do this.
Fights.
How are they both underdogs?
He's plus 220, so that would mean
it said underdog though.
Yeah, I don't know why it said that.
Right? That didn't make any sense, right? I'm like, huh? Like how? First off, how are they both underdogs, and how is he a plus 220 underdog?
I mean,
so I guess there's actually. I mean, the other guy's minus. That would mean
no. If he's minus, he's a favorite.
Yeah, so they're saying the other guy's favorite.
He's 4-0. I mean, they say he's got the longest, heavyweight. But I mean, look how tall he is. Like these dudes are huge.
Yeah, so it said when they brought up the teletape, they're both 6'4".
Hey, no,
he's
bigger than 6'4".
Taller, than Rosenstrike.
Yeah, right. No, they were showing a picture where it was panning. You're like, look at all these little people, and then his head is above the cage. Like you see the little guys that have to jump up on the cage.
Yeah, he's definitely taller than him.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's for a big guy, he's moving. It's just how long can he go that way?
Yeah. I mean, actually, they showed a clip of him. He's heel hook people.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
Well, his last fight was submission.
Like, who's heel hooking people in the heavyweight division? Oh, this guy. Besides Frank Mir.
This is the craziest division because literally it's just one shot from being a win.
Yeah.
You make one connection,
and then even on that one connection and that win, okay, give him a title shot because who else is
There's no one there. But it's been anemic forever.
I mean, yeah, the heavyweight division has always been just.
I mean, it's like, oh shit, I'm going to take a shot. Is this over?
But I also wonder because, like, when you look at Pride in their heavyweight division, you had a lot of freak show fights, and UFC tries to stay away from.
The thing about Pride too, a lot of theirs were like Grand Prix where there was no weight limit, so it was like a mixture of just best pound for pound,
Well, and even like with their heavyweight division, I don't think there was a limit up top because I mean, yeah,
I don't think they had it. I would say I don't think they had an upper limit. UFC has the upper limit.
Yeah, which 265 is like, I mean, I guess, I mean, Brock was coming down. Like, he had to actually make weight for 265. Him and Overeem.
Yeah.
Both were like, okay, all right, you made weight, 265. And it was like, oh, wow.
Well, Tim Silva in the past used to have issues.
Yeah.
Here's another one. He's like, yeah, I'd go heavier, but like the others bouncing around. But he's been moving the whole time. I feel like if he stops, that's when he's going to get popped.
Well, I think, Rosenstrike, he clearly has a lot of power in his hands. So, dude's like, I don't want to fuck around. I don't want to get caught on the end of that. But, he's no slouch either. That's another thing with them having these fight cards every weekend. That's fine. Because if you're in, you're going to get to see these guys and know these guys. Because there was a wave of fighters that just popped up 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck are these guys? I'm like, oh, he's won 12 in a row in the UFC.
Yeah, like who?
Like when?
Yeah.
And that was when I was watching fight cards every chance.
They're like cranked. I mean, they're just poised to like crank somebody.
Yeah. I mean, like, right now, after you had your wave of the stars, kind of,
yeah.
GSP's gone, Anderson's gone, John Jones is, whatever the fuck he's doing. Brock is, who knows where the fuck that guy is right now.
He's out, right?
Yeah, he's not with the UFC, but he's not with WWE either.
Yeah.
He's like, where's this guy? Probably up in Canada.
He's probably
loose with his hands.
Yeah.
But I mean, he can though because he's got money.
Yeah, he doesn't need the money.
It's like these are fucking freak show, and it's like, and he earned it.
Yeah.
But it's like right now, it's like they're they have stars in this modern time with Izzy. Yeah. John Jones is still a strong name. Stipe's a strong name. Amanda Nunes being a double champ is a strong name. But you're still kind of in this weird boat where it's like, yeah, but is it like it was like UFC 100?
Yeah.
Like those were the days where it's like you had GSP defending his title, Brock Lesnar defending his title, and that was huge then. Now you get a 3-title fight card and people are like,
But honestly, you watch them though. Like, I watch highlights and it's like decision. It's like, When over half the fights are decision, that's where you're kind of like,
I mean, I'm okay with that as long as it's like action. Like, they did the press conferences earlier this week, and someone, I guess, said some shit about Ashley Yoder, and she fired back. Just like her and Angela Hill, like, look at their records. How are they still in the UFC? Yeah. She's like, well, have you seen us fight? Like, have you seen our fights? Are fucking exciting. So it's like, if you're in exciting fights and it goes to decision, all right, I'm with that.
But how is Rosenstruck? How is he ranked higher? He's ranked 4 versus 7, but he's an underdog.
I think he's been there longer. He just had his first loss.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he was number 2 or 3 when he fought Francis Ngannou.
Okay.
And like they were 1 rank off, and he knocked them out like quick. Francis ended that fight fast.
And they dropped them for that?
Yeah. Because Francis is number 1 right now.
Yeah.
But I think at the time Francis was 2, Stipe was 1, Cormier was champ. Then,
so I mean, it's 7. If you could knock him out, does that get you a title fight?
I mean, at this point, I think right now what the game is John Jones is waiting on a fight. And
I feel like Gain here would destroy John Jones. I mean, he's so big. Like, you're not going to counter a guy that. I mean, he's bigger, reach, stronger, heavier.
So I would agree.
I mean, I wouldn't say John Jones is fast. He's a counter guy. Do you want to counter a punch from that guy?
He is fast, but I also say this with John Jones. And now, granted, it was 205, but you got Cormier, who was wiping the floor with these guys too, and just manhandling them, and then John Jones manhandled him. So yes, it's MMA math, so it doesn't always work like that. But what I'm getting at is, I don't think John, and he's a smart fighter. He's not just going to go in there and try to,
No, he's going to gain weight. He's going to be bigger, but
he's huge. Have you seen him?
No.
Like he's like questionably huge.
Oh, really? I mean, would it surprise you, Danny? But like, he learned from his mistakes.
Title fight. But he is bulked up.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah.
But I think so.
There you go.
Ooh.
I was gonna. Did he get hit in the balls there? It was kind of like he buckled. Someone's getting hit here.
Who just won last week? Someone won last week, and it was Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
He was like, I hear John Jones.
Were his balls hot this time?
So we were waiting for him to say something.
I was gonna say, as soon as I saw that, I was like, were his balls hot?
But he was basically like, look, I hear John Jones is coming up, and
it's a money fight.
If he wants to dance, we can dance. But like the thing is with Derek Lewis last week winning, it was one of those things where it was kind of a trash fight.
Honestly, he reminds me of like Houston Alexander. Like, you remember when he came out, he was just jacked, and it's like, you connect with the wildness. Yeah, you could knock somebody out,
But it's like all they gotta do is just stay away from you long enough. You're gonna get tired, and then it's like you turn into like the whole like Kimbo versus Dada.
So when he fought Curtis Blades last week, and Curtis Blades was like landing all the shots, and winning it on points.
Yeah.
But Curtis came in with something silly, and Derek just threw an uppercut, dropped him.
It only takes one at this level.
Yeah. So, and I don't see John Jones running in for something like that. If he fought Derek Lewis, he's gonna try to make Derek come to him. But then again, who knows? It might be like, okay, this is heavyweight. There's that pressure. You need to go out there and win. You don't need to.
What is Cormier saying? It's like, that motherfucker would never come up and fight me at heavyweight. Now I'm gone. Now he comes up and fights at heavyweight.
And that's the thing. I think if that fight happened at heavyweight, that's a whole different fight. That is a much different fight. But I still think him going up to heavyweight, he's a smart fighter. He's not going to go out there and, bang with these guys. I think if he gets in there with Francis, Francis connects. Because John gets hit. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like you're getting hit by, the light heavyweights. And that's not to say that they don't hit hard. But the thing is, you're getting hit by these guys that, they're not like Francis. They're not like Overeem. They're not like Rosenstrike. These guys, they hit you. But these guys hit you, you hit the floor. That's all of the fights. But him coming up to heavyweight, I don't know what their plan is. I would hope that, it's like, all right, at least, because he's talking about he wants to jump right in for a title shot. And they're like, well,
you gotta fight this way.
You gotta fight someone first.
But he fights Lewis, that would be
I think that's a viable matchup, though. Yeah. Because
if you win convincingly, then it's like, okay, give him a shot.
Because Derek Lewis is still in the top. He's in the top 3. You go in there and you gotta win convincingly. No, hey, you shit is fucking me up right now, dog. Go stand in the fucking hallway on the phone.
He moved it that close and it went off?
Oh, no, it's been going off the whole time.
Oh, it has? But I was like, that's crazy. It's like, wow.
It wasn't that bad. And then as it got close, hey,
got some radiation on these.
I'm telling you, what is this,
But...
Man, these guys need to let it hit.
But, if he fights Derek Lewis and wins, not just sneaks by. Because when Holly Holm debuted, she fought Raquel Pennington.
Yeah.
I don't think she won that fight. I think Raquel won that fight, but Holly was the hot name. They really wanted to milk her and build her up to fight Ronda. So she won, but, and then even in her next fight against Marion Renault, she won the fight, but it was another weird one.
Yeah.
Where it's that's still not enough for us to say you should fight Ronda.
Yeah.
Even though before she made her debut, I was screaming this is the chick to beat Ronda. And then so you disrupt the phone and everything. And I didn't bring you a beer or nothing.
You're done water?
You're a horrible, horrible guest.
You want to try that drink I was telling you? It's good.
Yeah, I gotta pee again because I got all this fucking liquor going on.
It was like 4 bottles of water in 10 minutes?
Whatever these are. What's that? I got some coffee mugs upstairs.
Come on,
Make sure you grab coffee mugs.
Can't use a glass because it's going to look cool.
Fucking use a glass. A superhero glass.
A superhero glass.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait till you listen to the recording. We're talking about your bologna sandwiches again.
You're just mad because I didn't share none of my sandwiches with him.
I know. He's like, no, but they was literally stacked this high. I think you're right. I think it was the sheer volume of chicken.
No, I went upstairs. After I pissed, I felt better. I feel
there was more space.
I feel light now. I'm sitting up there I should go down there now and eat 6 more. And I was like,
I'm like, yeah. I was like, I didn't think about that. I was like, man, it could be just the.
Oh God. Back on. A lot of this is getting edited.
Yeah, obviously.
It's funny. I was on Nerd Rage this week, and we don't edit there at all. That was one of the questions the previous week. How much edit goes into it? And I'm like, none. I know that I've been responsible for at least 3 edits on your show, just because I say dumb shit sometimes.
Who's the main guy that does that?
My friend Bobby. He runs YouTube show or YouTube toy reviews under Bobby Skullface. Actually, one of the original hosts from the show, I actually just recorded with him on Tuesday. That's gonna, after I edit it tomorrow, it'll be out tomorrow, Monday. Really, It was an interesting episode because I don't know shit about shit. So I wanted to talk to him because he's a police officer. So I wanted to talk to him about like gun control, training, martial arts training for officers and how he feels about that. And he has some of the same kind of arguments that I had. It's like, because Andrew Yang is like purple belt for everyone.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not that simple. Like, you don't just get a purple belt in 6 months. Like,
not unless you pay for it.
Yeah. I mean, and even then, it's like, it's like, okay, here's a purple belt. It's like,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to strength. It's like, this is good, you paid. But it's like, even like the idea of getting a blue belt, it's not a 6-month thing. And you talk about, he's like, 7 million, officers across the country.
Plus 555 minus 900.
Wow. Oh, he's that. I mean, wow. I mean, I guess I just don't know. But like having that discussion with him was very interesting. And just kind of hearing his side of, and he hasn't done a podcast in so long. Because I think the last time he did a podcast was 88 or 87 Nerd Rages ago. He stopped at 200 and he kept joking the whole time. This is my last episode. This is my last episode. And he was gone.
Really?
He just got busy with work, life. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
So it was just really fucking nice to talk to him. Like, I miss talking to the dude. But it's like I want to get all of them on here individually. The one guy on there, he used to run a wrestling promotion. So I'm trying to get him on for March because we're doing a lead up to WrestleMania. I was gonna do
Color didn't work.
4 episodes. What the fuck is this?
You don't have to drink it.
What the fuck is this?
It usually is yellow to blue.
Oh, it's yellow. Oh, it's not green normally.
I can see the blue.
They're usually layers, but I didn't have lemon juice.
I mean, I got.
It's mostly beer. Basically blue carousel. But it makes it taste different.
Am I gonna piss blue?
Yes.
I mean,
You won't piss blue, you might shit blue.
I mean, it's alright. It don't taste like nothing different.
No.
A little bit. I mean, you don't taste nothing because your taste buds are burned away.
No, I can taste like.
It's almost like a lemon beer.
It actually tastes like a little watery to me. It might be the ice.
Yeah, you're sipping the ice off top. My tongue's not tingling. Is your tongue tingling at all anymore? No.
There's still a couple like burps where I get like a sensation, but it's like a quick like, hey, remember me? I just want to make sure.
No, I don't have that. But that's what I was wondering. I'm like wondering. I was like, how much? I don't know, damage for lack of a better word. Like, did I damage my taste buds? But like,
that's what I never figured out why I can't taste it. Did someone give me like something when I was a baby?
Nah, some people just
You
can't
never
taste certain
used
things.
fucking
You just
Google
don't have like
before?
the receptor for it.
Have you never fucking used Google before?
We can't use his phone. You yelled at him.
I've never found it.
He would have looked it up right now, but you yelled at him.
I mean, I looked it up, but my
I
fucking
promise you
computer
won't
shut
find
down.
anything why I can't taste it.
Oh wait, I got another.
The only thing I found on Google though is there's a certain amount of percent of people that are immune to pepper spray. I'm like,
Are you
I'm
immune to
not
pepper
do I
spray?
want to try it to see if I'm immune?
Did he get hit?
I got
There's a
some
heavy nail in the
upstairs.
cup.
We can test it.
If I had to bet, I would say I was immune.
No, he's just tired. That was above the cup.
It's normally this layers, but it's basically like a beer, but a little stronger.
Yeah, look, it even says it. It looked a little high. I thought on the belly button area. I think he's just tired. Yeah, it was high.
So I think though this is that fight though to really kind of see, like kind of the test him. Like, is he the shit? Is he what we think he can be?
The up and comer.
Well, but that was with Francis when he fought Stipe. They're like, all right, this guy's a monster. Then you got in there with Stipe, and Stipe, survived and just toyed with him. And then when he fought Derek Lewis, like Derek Lewis just kind of bullshitted with him too.
Yeah.
And Francis was like, okay, I need to learn how to wrestle. And he went, learned some wrestling, still has all that power, and he's getting his rematch at the end of the month, which I'm wondering if I really want to. I don't know if I want to order that. It's like I'm just not. The card doesn't look too Dante friendly.
I mean, most of the cards you look at and are like, yeah, that fight's not bad, and the rest of these suck.
Well,
It's like, fuck. Because there's just too many. There's just too many.
Most cards that I order, I'm into at least 3 fights on the main card and the prelims.
Well, that's why, like, I mean, just think about it. Wrestling days, right? You'd have your weekly show, but then you'd have, like, the big pay-per-view every month. The big pay-per-view had, like, the shit matches. Like, the real good ones. Where you'd have, like, each week, it was like, wait, how many times have you lost the belt this month?
Like, the card next week has 3 title fights.
Yeah.
Which, I'm in for all 3 of those title fights. But then the other fights on the card is like, dude.
Who the fuck are these?
Like, y'all just super lowball that
Yeah.
way. Where it used to be if you have multiple title fights, and you still have some good contender fights.
Yeah.
And these are probably good contender fights, I guess. I don't know.
20 minutes down, 5 to go.
Alright. Oh, I could say, hey Siri, and this bitch would give me an answer, but I don't want to do that, because fuck Siri. What is it? You can't taste spicy food?
Yeah. I haven't found
Why
anything.
can't Steve taste
She's gonna be like, who is
spicy
Steve?
food?
I've never found anything.
Can't. Oh, whoops. That's not a word. I put an A in your name. Okay, why can't Steve taste spicy food? Steve tastes spicy food in the womb? Steve tastes
What?
spicy food with pregnant.
I don't remember.
Whew, okay. Way to fuck that up, Google.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've never found
That's
anything.
weird.
Why do some people like spicy food and others?
It's not that I like it. I
No,
can't
no,
taste it.
I think there's more to it. Why can't Americans eat spicy food? That's not it. Is it possible to be immune to spicy food? Let's see.
That's close.
It's not just a myth. You can indeed build a tolerance. No,
never built it, though.
Like when you repeatedly expose. Okay, that's not what I want. Why do I not like? Okay, you guys.
I'm telling you, there's nothing.
Shut the fuck up.
It's gotta be there.
It's
It's gotta
just
be
me
there.
and my brother.
Okay, who has the highest spice tolerance?
Me. This should be my picture. I
India
promise it would be me. Though.
and Trinidad are home
crush
to notably spicy cuisine, as well as some of the hottest peppers around.
Like, I'm positive I would win any contest because I don't taste anything.
If you want your spicy food to push the limits of extreme eating, these 2 countries are the best bets. So what you're telling me is
I
that you're
represent
part.
USA and we
part
would win.
India.
USA is gonna win.
I got nothing.
USA is gonna win though because it's not. Again, it's not that I can take it. It's that it does nothing.
Which countries? Like, yeah, these
I can't even tell you that I'm eating spicy food.
And you were like, yeah. You're like, I taste bitter, but I don't taste. I'm like, no. You can't tell the hot. You're like, no.
So these sauces actually didn't even affect my sinuses, which normally that's how I can tell.
So my sinuses weren't affected at all.
My nose didn't run until like the very, very end.
Like my
But like
nose-
wasabi, if I had
Wasabi
wasabi,
does.
I would have felt it all the way
So
through. Yeah.
my brother is the same as me, but we do taste wasabi. But it's
Yeah.
like the first bite's the best, then it slowly dies down. So I love the feeling. My brother never experienced it, so he did what I did. I put the whole wasabi in,
Yeah.
and so it was his first time finally feeling it, and he literally cried.
Yeah.
Because
It
he
just
was like-
goes all the way
he
through.
yelled. He was like, "There's something wrong with my nose."
Yeah, yeah,
And I was
it
like,
goes all through.
No, that's just what people that taste spicy food feel, and we'd never feel it.
I forgot what I was about to say something about fucking spicy food.
I like that feeling if I could have it.
Because I hate cameras, like I didn't want to video, but I should record you just going
It might
through.
get you a lot of views just because people are like,
Going
what the
through the
fuck's
ring.
wrong with him?
It's like, why is this guy not?
Then
eating
he's
spiders?
like, have him watch him pour it out, eat it, be like, nah.
Yeah, I always
But like I said-
pictured myself if I was on one of those contests of like maybe
Dirt was a good
pretending
description.
Like it's a little bit hot.
It was like
But I'm
acidic
glad
dirt.
you guys could taste the dirt because that's how I always describe the
yeah.
hottest hot sauce.
It was just the bitter. It was like such
It's
hard
very
bitterness.
bitter.
Yeah.
It's not a good flavor at all.
No. And it was like for me, it was nothing but heat and just bitterness.
Yeah.
Like I said, I liked it.
I think
The
we all
colon
agreed
cleaner,
pretty
I thought it
much.
was good. It had that tingle. Like
The
it
flavor.
wasn't hot, but it was like, yeah, that's good. Like you could tell there was something different going on.
Yeah, this one was interesting, but it was definitely like a barbecue.
It's like a barbecue black pepper.
I like that
The
one.
Caribbean.
But that's like, I mean,
This
it's
was
a
very
Texas
sweet.
one, so I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's Texas barbecue is nothing but really like salt and heavy pepper. So
I
it
like
makes
trying
sense.
different sauces. Like, it's fun.
You know, okay, that's what it is with Rosa Strike. Because when he was fighting Overing, he was losing that entire fight too.
Yeah,
He's not a
Caught
good
him.
distance fighter. Like he's a straight knockout guy.
He's so big.
because he was losing that entire fight to Overeem, like in the same fashion. And then,
Well, he's down like 5 now, or 4.
and then Overeem Overeem didn't get cocky. I think he just literally got caught, like, and there was a weird stoppage too. But his fucking lip was exploded.
Oh yeah.
So it was like,
that was that fight.
because I remember I was saying, no, you shouldn't stop that. He's still good. And it's like, because there were 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, he's still good. And Herb was like, nah, we got to stop this.
Yeah, that shit was split.
Nah, he's all right. Have you seen him recently? They clearly got a good fucking plastic surgeon. He's good. Fucking put him back in there. Well, they did. And then he got knocked out. So, maybe he's not too good.
Daddy comes home.
So, I asked this question. I asked someone that question.
I'm trying to explode now with like a
But-
minute to go.
But the tweets at the bottom of the screen,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I fucking hate it. Like, I guess I get it, but maybe I don't.
I just feel like those people are really addicted to Twitter.
That, but also when you get celebrities tweeting, it's like, why?
Nobody, yeah.
I don't
Why?
care what Jeremy Piven has to say about the fucking fight. Like, fuck off. Like, if they have a fighter do it, I guess, maybe, but even then, I don't care.
I've never used Twitter.
I'm on Twitter, but yeah, I don't use it. I have it connected to Instagram, so when I
I like
post to
Instagram.
Oh, it automatically does
goes
it?
there,
The
but
most.
but it goes as a link, so
Oh,
it's still
okay.
kind of shitty. Because Matt Krill was like, "Dude, you need to get on Twitter. Like, it'll really help your follow base." I was like,
Mhm.
"I got 50,000 followers. I think I'm alright. Like, I'm
Right.
fine. I don't
I think
know.
it was the only takedown the entire game, or the entire match.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
it's-
1 takedown, 2 takedowns.
I think the
Yeah,
thing
they were
is,
staying
like,
away from each other's power.
Yeah, them big boys don't want to get close. Like, and that's what happened to
That was
Curtis
a
Blades
weak
last
fight.
week.
Yeah.
He went in for that takedown, got hit with that uppercut, and
I don't think he's going to jump too much. I mean, he doesn't even like look happy. It's like, yeah.
I mean, what was Rosenstrike was number 4, and he was 7.
Yeah.
I mean, he might move up to 5
Yeah.
because Rosenstrike
5 and 6. Like
Yeah, Rosenstrike would definitely drop probably to 6,
6 or 7. Yeah.
and then he'll probably move up to 5 or 6 himself.
Yeah.
And then depending on what happens with the title fight, if Francis wins, then we'll get a trilogy fight more than likely, depending on how he wins. Like
Probably.
if he knocks Stipe out in the first round, I would still say, like,
I think it's looking. I think they'll still get knocked out.
I say out of respect, give
Yeah.
Stipe the rematch. Just give him his respect. You know, then you still got him now in the wings, Derek Lewis, John Jones coming up. So you got 3 guys, names out there, but ultimately, it's just one of those things. Where, like, I'm not interested in the heavyweight division. I'm not going to order Stipe.
No, there's nothing like.
Stipe's going to be on for free in 2 weeks after.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty weak final.
Yeah, but I mean that's the weekly UFC card though. How they do it.
Yeah.
They throw some fights together and they say, I mean, the thing is, I don't base it off a name. I'll base it off like, oh, that looks like that could be an exciting fight. 135, that might be a good fight.
I mean, that's like 2 in a row where it was basically all decisions.
Like, I was honestly only interested in the Ashley Yoder and Angela Hill fight. That's the only reason I even knew it was happening. Because when she posted like, we both just found out we got a fight on 1 week's notice, like, wait, you're fighting each other on 1 week's
Yeah, that's
notice?
what's, yeah. Well, it's 1 week notice.
That's,
It's not like one person more prepared.
that's fucking weird.
That's what, next weekend?
So, well, it was supposed to be tonight. Then they say, nope, we're going to do it in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because the COVID positive test from her team. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I was like, yeah, people still tune in. But otherwise, like, I don't know. I hate that there's a weekly thing. Now, I told this to Sarah, though, years ago. Like, I was like, I'm going to hate the day when this becomes big enough to be on ESPN.
Yeah, it's just,
everyone
it gets
sees
so
it.
watered down.
It's watered down, but it's like years ago on my Facebook, I was the only one posting, watching the main event, posting results, and I get 1 or 2 people we talk about the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like every week now I see somebody like the fucking tweets.
Mm-hmm.
People say like dumb shit, and it's like, do you like? And I know there's like that hipster element to it. It's like, oh well, you know, Khabib is is the greatest. Maybe. I don't know.
That's the night.
I mean, it's like he didn't get to fight BJ when BJ was running shop. I still think he would beat BJ, but it's like I don't want to just say someone's the greatest because of what they're doing. Like Connor's the greatest.
It depends. Yeah, you can't say that. That's too hard to.
And it's like I think Connor, as far as featherweight goes, ranks up there. I mean, he beat everyone that he needed to beat. He beat Jose. He actually beat Holloway early on. He beat a younger Holloway. He beat Poirier early on at featherweight. He won all the right fights. All right, but it's like Conor, moving around 155, 170. It's like, I mean, he's a fighter. I don't think he's bad.
I don't think there was a finish tonight.
No.
Like all of them were decisions.
Not on the main card.
No.
I didn't see a single finish.
I'm sure Dana's excited about that.
Well, that fucking guy. Like, at this point, it's like, with him, it's just like, dude, like, what are you doing any different with the UFC now than when Fertitta's going to? It's like, other than saying, like, if you stream the fight, we're going to get you. It's like, oh, we got the motherfuckers. I know you don't. You don't have anyone.
No.
You're just saying you do. But
Yeah,
you
exactly.
don't. Like, you don't have anyone. Because, have you not heard of a VPN? Like, fuck. You think a legitimate streamer is streaming a fight without a VPN? Like, fuck off. And that was for the last card, which I did order. And then the person I did the episode with, I sent her the login. So, because you can have up to 3 people watch the pay-per-view, which I did not know that until it was like, let me see what's the science on this. So like, oh, up to 3?
Well, it's 3 devices, right?
Yeah, 3 devices. Yeah. Which, knowing that now, like that, not that I would ever have like enough people here.
He only has 7 fights
at one time to watch the fights. But it was like, oh, okay, we got a crew down here, we got a crew upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that way we're not all sitting on top of each other. But it's like, it's good to know. Or even like, again, I want to record with somebody. All right, I'm going to order the fight. You watch the fight. I'm going to watch the fight. We'll take notes. Mm-hmm. Which, either way it goes. Like,
just so much potential in that fight and just wah.
And on that note, we abruptly end. Just as we were recording and finishing up the episode, we didn't really have a definitive ending. So it was just us basically saying, all right, it's late. Let's get the hell out of here. So that's how we end it. Otherwise, as I always like to say, thank you to everyone who's been listening to the episodes from a year ago up to now. I greatly appreciate you. I just can't say enough good things about you all who keep tuning in and listening. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Just want to do a big shout out as we end here. Big shout out to Zach over at Student BJJ. I can't say enough good things about that guy as well. Just always been in my corner and just all around good guy. So thanks, Zach. Greatly appreciate you. And everybody go check him out over on Instagram at StudentBJJ. And then also check out the website too, studentbjj.com. Also, big shout out to Nerd Rage Radio. I want to do a shout out for them because I'm about to go be a guest on their episode tomorrow. So just shout those guys out, Bobby, Joe, Chris. Love you guys. And go give them a follow on Instagram as well. That's Nerd Rage Radio IG. And also go subscribe to the podcast. And last but not least, big shout out to the Columpton Social Club. It's a new project Steve and I have been working on. We've been working really hard on it. So you guys go check us out on Instagram as well. And also subscribe to the podcast. Otherwise, if you all got any questions or concerns, always feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, bjj.wiki, or on Off the Mats podcast as well on Instagram. Otherwise, you guys keep listening, and I will keep making these shows. Bye.
Deep with it. Now let me sing a song.